I wanna awakened, I can taste it. We can make an impact, grab and then take it. Like a disease, bring them to their knees. They fit their disease. Just like a weed, spread into the streets. It's time to make them bleed. 'Cause we just want retribution. Let's go light up the darkness. Make true of an empty promise. With gods in the weak and harmless. Take to the streets and turn them to a mosh pit. 'Cause we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Like a disease, bring them to their knees. They pay for their disease. Just like a weed, spread into the streets. It's time to make them bleed. 'Cause we want retribution. 'Cause we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Yeah, we ran out of patience. Boil up with the cold hard hatred. I can feel the vibration. Feet in the streets, it's a new sensation. I wanna break faces.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the MSA Cup. Tonight, excuse me, we're going to have the upper bracket finals against two teams that are pretty exciting to come together tonight. We're gonna have Saint Dynasty versus Yala Skip. Yeah, it's gonna be a banger of a match. Best of 5 match coming in right here. So we're gonna see some very interesting stuff tonight. Joined tonight, I'm gonna be having Lotus and Shroomzy casting with me. How are you guys feeling about this game?
Oh,
Wow.
always good, bro. Always good. I mean, it's an exciting match in Dynasty in 1HB. It's both strong teams. And this is the fight to be automatically through to the grand finale. So I think these teams are going to fight with everything on the line.
That is true, but at least they do still have a second chance, because if either of these teams loses, they do have to beat Equinox, if I remember correctly. So it isn't a do or die in this case, as we have seen in yesterday's matches.
Well, also, yeah, it is do or die, because the losers of this are going to be going to the lower brackets. They're going to be fighting against Equinox, who did beat Madagascar yesterday. So I think this is like an easy ticket into grand finals, as you said. I think both teams are desperately looking forward to taking the easy way through.
Yeah, I mean, it's automatically a lot of stress that's off your back if you win this match. Because if you head into the lower brackets, then it's one loss can cost you your entire tourney run, and that's not something you are looking forward to. So I think if they win this, that's automatic stress relief.
Yeah, as Shroomzy and Lotus, I think you guys got the draft here. I'll take over the first cast.
Yes, we've got you, bro. So yeah, I'm excited for this first match. First ban, Matilda. I've got a recently a love-hate relationship with Matilda. She's not as good as she used to be, but I mean, still a solid pick. But now the question is, of course, the jungle duo of the Lance and the YSS. Are they going to get banned out? Or are they going to get contested? That is the question.
To be honest, with players in this matchup, I don't think anyone wants to give their enemy Lancelot or YSS. So I'm surprised they weren't the first heroes to be banned, but we do see also the 1-1 getting banned out. I heard she has an extremely high contention rate in the MSC, the highest if I remember correctly. But Basha getting banned out from the side of Saint Dynasty.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, 1-1 is something like a 99.4% contention rate. There's one match he didn't feature in. So yeah, it's a good year overall. Basha also very deadly if you know how to play the hero. It's very tough to work around, but there's the Uranus. Usually if you see a Baxia ban, it automatically means there will be a Uranus picked up. So those two also go hand in hand. Now the question is, if I was on Dynasty, I would leave the Lancelot open, go for the YSS, because YSS does win the matchup a little bit more than the Lance, but it all depends on the Kalia if she's open or not.
That is definitely agreed with you there. So, with Aizen fully utilizing that 50 seconds to ban the hero, if they didn't ban one of the junglers, who else would they?
Your
Ruby.
team is banning.
Wait,
Interesting. That's not a ban you see often. I mean, they definitely have a plan. I mean, that's honestly respecting the side of 1 HP solidly with that Ruby ban, but it also signifies a bit more squishy. There's a Lance ban. Why ban out the Lance but leave the YSS? That is crazy.
1 HP probably has a plan just like Saint Dynasty did, but they did concede the YSS. Like you said, YSS is a bit more favorable in the matchups, but we do see 1 HP picking up the Grok. Grok has been extremely strong in the matches that he did fever, except for the first match he featured.
Grok Rome is not what he used to be. It's still good, but it's much more viable with that damage build, with that massive attack scaling on that ultimate. Eve, a very solid pick. It all depends on if they're able to get into the backline. And so far, I would have said locking onto the Kalia might be a good option. But with the Lance ban being taken out, there's not a lot of jungle options left for the side of 1 HP. You might have the situational jungle. This is where the comfort picks comes into play.
I mean, Hayabusa is still an option. Hayabusa has been doing also pretty well. It's a good hero overall despite the lacking damage, but that lack of damage did have an effect. Jinx picking up the Zetian. Zetian's Fear of the Phoenix paired with the Mountain Shocker, that's actually a deadly ultimate combo.
Well, it's double vision. Double vision is everything. It's solid. But the thing is, I'm not sure how I feel about this session in this lineup. She's going to struggle a bit against the Grok. I mean, he's CC immune through all 3 skills, so while the casting animation is taking place, so not the best thing, and especially against the Eve, she will do absolutely nothing against Eve. And with the revamp of Eve, that skill 1 is now spammable, so it makes her very more viable throughout the whole match, and not only if the ultimate is cast. Gambit picking out the Granger. This is something I love to see with her team going second. Is on the 3rd pick up the Granger, ban the Irithel. Then you know there's no way they are going to be able to just hard counter you. But the question now is, Aizen is a monster on the Clint, so I would like to see that respect ban coming out for the Clint.
Definitely possible, and Aizen still hasn't picked his marksman yet, so it's a viable ban. But I'm just curious, when you were talking about the Zetian, I'm also not the biggest fan of her because I think a Sicilian or a Farsa would have been better. But does her passive, the Celestial Ultimate, if Grok comes in with a Tectonic Charge, can even that passive push him away?
Nope, because he is crowd control immune throughout the whole duration of the casting. So that's why I said he's going to have a very hard time with the Grok. So that passive means absolutely nothing if the Grok charges up. And he's able to one-shot the Zeshin as well. So overall, it's a good. Don't take me wrong. I mean, overall, Zation is a solid pick. It's one of the like 4 majors that's actually meta at the current stage. There's not a lot of options left. I mean, 1 HP has the Phaser that's available, but then again, with a YSS in your arsenal, I don't know if you want to go for the. Oh, but the Eevee's there. I'm blind. Never mind.
No one can escape my iron
Your
fist.
team is
But
picking.
down getting banned up on the side of St. Dynasty. We did see one of the combos where it was a Badang throwing his wall in one of the previous matches. A Badang throwing his wall. The Grok also throwing his wall, and the enemy team was literally cornered by this combo.
I mean, that's a solid combo. I mean, something to be scared of. So, the thing is, there's not a lot of picks left. Robin might be looking at. Oh, so it's going to be a Grok on the roam position. We're taking the Yuzong into the XP lane. I was going to say Minnow is the best bet for the roam. Kalia is also a good option. Marksman, I would say Bruno or Clint gets counted a bit against the Bruno, so but it is also still a valid option though.
Football and games. Two
And
of
he
my
goes for the
favorites.
Bruno. The only problem with Bruno is he's a lot like the
What's your
Mia.
command?
It takes a lot of time to get in line. But Virus picking up the Fanny.
Bro, this is fun. This is so fun. But Virus definitely needs to watch out for that Tsunami Slam, bro. If she gets caught out by Kalia, that's going to be a game ender. So, but I mean, she pairs very well with the Grok wall, being able to just spam cables when the enemy is already knocked up. That is a very good combination that's in the side of 1 HP. But that Kalia, bro, if that Kalia plays well, as you know, Robin loves that Kalia and plays it very well. That can be very dangerous for Fanny, though.
That is true. But as collectively looking at the drafts, which draft do you favor?
Oh, it's going to be tough, but bro, Wise is whichever side has Wise is most probably going to win the match. I mean, currently I think YSS has like a 90% win rate in the MSA. He lost like 2 matches. Sorry, he lost 2 matches if I'm not mistaken. Don't quote me on that, but I mean, usually if the side that has the YSS wins the match overall. But the opinion I want to hear the most is the one of Rico. What do you think about these draws, bro?
So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here. I'm thinking a lot of things. I'm thinking that Fanny, if you're good enough on the hero, is like arguably the best jungler, right? Because of the way that it's like such a snowball hero that if you play it well, it can take over a game. And oh my, whoa, buddy, stole the blue buff. I mean, that's huge. I mean, taking away the farming speed from YSS, that's going to be absolutely massive for the side of Yala Skip here. That means that the YSS is not going to be able to do that abuse that we all know, right? That super high-paced early jungling speed, but Mimic going to be able to get first blood on the top lane.
That's already a massive gold lead taking the YSS. So the gold lead is in the favor of St. Dynasty, but I mean, slowing down the YSS is your main goal. He's already only level 3 now, where the Fanny is able to almost go for that level 4. So it's going to be a tough game overall, though.
I mean, tough is one way to describe it. Another one is action-packed. We are seeing so much fighting in this early game. We're going to see Bunny falling, paying for that blue buff ray, but here comes Virus with the steel cables. Is going to be able to get Gambit the kill. Oh, we're going to look for a little bit more onto Jinx, forcing out the flicker as well. I think not enough energy is left in the reserves, unless the basic attacks. And this, I don't even know what it's called, the first skill, but that is going to be Virus getting another kill on the side of Yala Skip. Even more action in the game as Conqueror is going to be able to get a game. Cutthroat coming in from the Fanny, almost getting taken down. Nice steel cables to get away. Shroomsy, so much action.
There's nonsense action. I mean, they're again in the top lane, just the poke going on in. But one thing I have to say, I love Con. He played so safe. He went for that small green creep on the enemy red buff side that Fanny left open, and that's where he was able to get back to the level 4 spike. So it's as if nothing happened at all. He's already level 5 on the first turtle. That's where he wants to be.
Okay, I'm just showing the instant replay here real quick of that blue buff steal. Oh, I just needed to see that again. As you are going to see the side of Saints going to be able to take that turtle nice and easy without any contestation coming from Yalla Skip. They did feel a little bit of a heat during the early game. Or we're going to see the Tsunami Slam coming onto Grok in the middle lane. They're going to be able to get the kill into Conqueror over there. I mean, onto Bunny from Conqueror there. As surprisingly, the Saints have managed to just completely get Conqueror back on the map when it comes to jungle. Here we are going to see a pickup coming in onto the Virus. He's going to be able to do a lot of damage, but Graves will be able to get the kill. Robin's going to finish that one off, but it does mean that Gambit is getting those stacks on that Granger. So sure, the Fanny loses out on quite a lot here, but that's accelerating the game of Gambit quite a lot.
I mean, the two people you don't want to get fed is already starting to get fed. Both the YSS and the Granger doing very well. Ooh. There's a tectonic charge, but not landing. Luckily, it didn't hit the wall, so that, you know, that's a fucking cooldown.
yeah, I was going to say, like, oh, he's about to hit that wall. Oh, we're going to see a pickup coming in from Call Me Robin. He's going to be able to set up for his team. Pops the Tsunami Slam, brings the Grok back, but there is a Grok. He's quite tanky. Has to pop the flicker, though. Get to safety, but Conqueror coming in with those basic attacks. We're going to see also a little bit of a solo kill coming in from the side of Yalla Skip onto that CC there. She was kind of out of position and did get help from Virus as well, but that is a kill nonetheless, equaling up the sort of score here to 5-5.
Yeah, and I mean, with that being said, the massive gold shield that's going to be popped now from Oris Quinn is going to give him the farm back that he lost against the CC, because that 1v1 matchup was not looking very good. And I mean, currently it's only a 100 gold lead, so this is a fairly even match. It all depends on who makes the next mistake. The turtle's only up in 15 seconds, so there's still a lot of time left.
I'm just looking at the items here real quick. Gambit picking up the Skype as a first item. I think since he's got a lot of kills early, that makes a lot of sense, right? You're gonna be feeling quite good on the farm. You might as well accelerate it in a greedy sense going forward here. So I'm not a biggest hater of that item choice so early. As we are seeing Virus picking up the blue buff, getting ready to contest this turtle.
I mean, Fanny has one of the scariest steal abilities, but bro, there's a flicker with the Tsunami Slam onto Granger. There's a feeder of the feeding follow-up to Concharge into response, but there's a real world manipulation. Steel cables into the mix. Will she get the cut through? Conqueror with a double kill. 2 for nothing exchange in the Fair Austin Dynasty, and that would be a free turtle as well.
Oh yeah, that is going to be a very free turtle. Thinking Virus getting caught lacking quite often this game. Sure, he's pumping in massive amounts of damage with the steel cable and the tornado strike. That's what it's called. I just remembered. Oh, in the bottom lane though, we are going to see Gambit's getting gone on by Con here. Should be able to finish off with a basic attack. Shut down with the unstoppable from his Conqueror YSS. As scary as ever. Oh, I mean, you didn't leave it unbanned. You left it unbanned. So I mean, they're going to make the most out of it coming in from the side of St. Dynasty.
And that's something you definitely have to watch out for. I mean, that is like an insta ban if you're going second. There's YSS with a mountain shocker onto Grok, Kubo, but he gets low very fast, but the YSS also not having enough damage. That's the shield ability, but beautiful. The passive from Zesha just pushing back Virus, keeping Conqueror safe. So massive engagement, massive ults committed, no kills fell.
Have a quick look at the items once again. We are going to see YSS going, almost finish that War Axe. It's going to be a pretty huge timing going forward here. As we are seeing the fight continuing here, we're going to see CC. Mimic gets blown up by that Granger. We also see the Salami Slam coming through onto the Fanny. They're going to be able to catch her mid-air. As that is not a great trade, I would say. You know, Mimic for the Fanny. I would say that Mimic is, you know, he doesn't mind dying so much. I think the Fanny is really suffering though. He's not able to accelerate his farm. As we're going to see Jinx getting gone on with that real world manipulation. RWM, if I might call it. That okay. Actually, yeah, let's get coming down on top with that trade.
Overall, it went into their favor, and I mean the first Sky Pistol stacks are on top of Granger, so if they can get that snowball lead going, that will definitely fare very well into their favor. But Mimic doing a very good rotation, so it looks like there is going to be a lane swap with Bruno putting a bit more pressure, but there's a 4v2 situation. Flicker coming out from Robin, and he gets back to safety. Lord is up in 10 seconds. Turtle.
Yeah. the turtle. This will be the last turtle of the game here. I think we're going to see Tectonic Charge coming into the top lane here. They're going to be able to get Connie. Misses the dash over the wall. That's going to be a huge shutdown coming in from Kubo. As we also see the RWM on the floor, zoning them away. Cutthroat comes down from Fanny, but eyes in with the Bruno soccer balls. Blows him up before he gets anything done. As now Mimic comes in with the curtain call, doing massive damage on the CC. Going to get 1 kill. Going to get 2 kills. Maybe make that 3 triple kill for Mimic.
Oh, and with that wipeout, that is a valid exchange in the favor. It looks like Sin Dynasty might be looking at just rolling over this turtle to a Lord, get that advantage in the mid and top lane. And then with the Lord securing a few tier 2 turrets and then just shutting down the game.
Oh, what a beautiful rotation coming in from Mimic. You see, he didn't mind dying, right? He just comes back. He's the sacrificial lamb. It doesn't matter if he's slightly behind on farm because CC is that kind of hero that does really well with just 1 or 2 items. Doesn't need that like 5 or 6 item spike.
I mean, she going for more of the standard build. There's a War Axe, beautiful. There's a Tsunami Slam onto Grok, and he gets deleted. Insta-killed by the whole team. 4v1. The Lord is up, but there's a 1v1 on the bot lane. Fanny versus Conqueror. Both red chiefs have been committed. Not available. But Kong looking for the kill. There's a Mountain Shocker doing a lot of damage. The skill shot, but he's getting caught out. There's a 5v1 situation. Con gets taken down, but they did get the Lord. So, do you think that was a valid exchange, Lord, for the jungler?
I think them taking down the YSS definitely is a pretty nice touch. I think they are able to do a lot with the sort of the space that Con being not in the map sort of makes. But the Lord is the Lord, right? You're going to see RS Kun getting taken down by Jinx. Also, the wall coming in from the Grok, beautifully placed, going to be able to get them the few kills on the side of St. Dynasty.
Oh, and that's the combo I was looking for. I mean, the wall, tectonic charge into the steel cables from Fanny. That's just ultimate damage. And locking everyone down, not allowing them to escape after that. So I'm loving this plays coming out from Bunny so far.
Oh yeah, Bunny is making good use out of the Grok walls, I can tell you that. That's what we sort of saw the last team do. Well, I can't remember which team did it between Equinox and Madagascar. Was the Grok wall with the Badang wall. I think that's a little bit of overkill with the walls here. But if you pair it with a Fanny, right, it allows her to wall spam way more than just any normal hero. Oh my god, look at the damage coming in from Bruno. Almost taking down Virus there. Man, you need to be so careful approaching that Bruno. He's gonna smack you with his balls real hard.
And I mean, it's only 2 items, Eve, the Hospitals and the Berserker, so that's not a lot of items. Like there's a Tsunami Sam onto Gambit, but no follow-up coming out from the Southern Dynasty. There's a real manipulation into Tectonic Charge into the case, and there's Call Me Robin surviving, but gets taken out overall. So that's a 1-for-1 exchange, roam for roam. And the Fatty!
Oh man. As we are going to see a little bit of an exchange coming through on to the Mimic. Oh, nice shutdown coming in from Gambit on top of that. They're going to try and chase down Con, but he's a bit too fast for now.
Bro, this is going to be a valid thing. Bruno is starting to hurt, bro, but likewise as well, Gambit going for the full damage Granger with that BOD already secured, so that Death Sonatas is going to start hurting majorly.
Yeah, man. As I said before, the Granger is feeling quite nice in this game. He's got a nice lead that he can work with, and not that many counters. I think he does not. He definitely like. No one really wins a man fight against the Bruno, but that's not what a Granger does, right? What the Granger does is he pokes around the whole game and outranges you. As we are going to see Con coming in with the Mountain Shocker, Tectonic Charge as well, off the mark, unfortunately. But, oh, on the top lane, they catch Virus.
And that was what I was talking about. That Tsunami Slam onto that Fanny was the game changer. But Mimic onto Cooper once again. This is the power of a CC, taking down another kill. So that was 2 kills in the favor of St. Dynasty. The next Lord is up. This will be once again an uncontested objective.
Yeah, definitely uncontested. I think it would be the wrong move for Yala Skip to contest this. We are going to see Bunny getting gone on with the curtain call. I think he's gone.
Red team hero has been slain.
Yeah, no, there's no response you can do to that. I mean, the amount of damage, but there's a YSS shutting down the Gambit, Fanny into the mix, but the steel cable's just not landing accurately, and that is a 1 HP escape by Virus, but I think Con might be able to get that Fanny.
He's gonna try. Danny keeping on running here. One basic attack, two, and that is the takedown. Conqueror coming in with some clutch kills here, as you are gonna see in the middle lane. A little bit of a gank coming through. Tsunami Slam hits onto RS Kun, takes him down. RWM not able to save his teammate.
But I don't know if that RMM was valid there. I mean, that's a massive ultimate away. It's a 5v3 situation with the Lord barreling down a clear lane. Top lane also almost being taken down. So this is going to be a tough defense for the side of 1HP.
Yeah, it is going to be tough then. Couldn't call onto Bunny. Not doing too much work there. Doesn't link two enemies together. So that's one spell down. We are going to see Fanny coming in with the steel cables and the cutthroat. They're going to be able to get Robin. No, he figures out. As now the team fight's continuing here. They're underneath their tower, nice and safe. But Conqueror is the one that goes over and contests with the Lord here. That is going to be 5-on-1 with the Lord. Should be taken down. But the damage has been done. They've taken the bottom tier 3 turrets. And now continuing with the base defense, it's not too bad, right? They've got the Eve is going to be able to sort of help them defend. Oh, nice little wall coming up from the Grok right there. But yeah, no, Saint Dynasty recognize that they've tried, but the base defense right now in this current state is a bit too difficult.
And I mean, you need to watch out for the counter engage coming out from Virus. So if you get poked down by this Bunny, it's going to be hard.
Yeah, okay.
Bro, that is the CC immunity.
Yeah, I mean, Grok has CC immunity when he casts any of his abilities, including his passive swing around there. So he's not the easiest target to Tsunami Slam if Bunny sort of knows what he's doing, which he doesn't sort of know, right? He's been getting that blue buff, and now we see that CC immunity timing on the Tsunami Slam. So yeah, Bunny is gonna get pretty tanky at this current point. Let's have a quick look at the items. Oh yeah, we got Granger coming through with pretty much almost a full build there. So he's going to be doing a great amount of damage. But yeah, the rest of the side of Saint Dynasty, they are also pretty stacked on items. So this is the battle between Granger and the rest of the party. I think it's tough to say who's in the lead here. I mean, obviously, you know, map control wise, it is obviously Saint Dynasty, right? They are ahead in pretty much every regard, but I feel like the base defense can come out from the side of 1HP if they can put their minds to it. We're going to see a nice tectonic charge coming out to the back line right there. The Grok, I mean, the white dragon. Where's the white dragon? I mean, black dragon coming through, going and getting blown up. That's going to be a 5-3 situation. Here comes the steel cables coming in from Virus, but he does not make it out of there with the RWM follow-over. It's not enough. Streamsy, I think this game is going to be over here. It's just Gambit on his own, and he's not going to be able to defend this one all by his lonesome. Does not live through it. Does get one kill, but the damage has already been dealt as the game finishes.
Bro, what a game. That was almost a solid comeback coming out from the side of 1HP. I think the main problem was, as I mentioned, that Wise is that's not a hero you can leave open at all to your opponents.
Oh yeah, no, you can't leave this hero. You know, once you got that jungler down, it creates just so much of a roadblock for you, because your jungler is not able to keep up with the jungling speed of this hero. It jungles too fast. It makes too much of an advantage. Has all the right tools in order to carry a team fight, do the damage, and yeah, that's exactly what Conqueror did. And that's exactly what Eisen did as well. And that Bruno MVP probably deserved. He was pumping damage in that game, crazy.
I mean, even the Fanny, bro. Fanny bought the Twilight armor just for Bruno alone. So that was mad respect coming out from Eisen in that game.
Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to be game one, going to the side of Saint Dynasty in this best of 5 series. Expect a lot more action going forward here, because we have a hell of a night ahead of us.
But Lotus, what was your opinion about the game, bro?
To be honest, this match was actually crazy. I was surprised with how even it was until around the 5-minute mark. But the thing is, the Fanny struggled like seriously a lot. And I think that's also because they allowed the Kaleo to go through and the Sunshine. And then this Bruno with the amount of damage, like you guys mentioned, was absolutely crazy. I'll say this much. 1HP had a good draft. They did. They had a lot of mobility and everything. And some good CC, AoE. But the problem was I think it would also be the execution was one of the biggest things there. And there was some overextensions from some of the players here and there, which all accumulated to the first match going to the side of St. Dynasty.
Because we are going to be going into the...
Yeah.
Oh, but stream is already... Okay. As we are going to go into the next draft of the games. Yeah, I think things can change here. I think Yala Skip really cannot afford to give the enemies the YSS. But that's not going to happen this game. I'm pretty sure that since they have first pick, it's going to be Saints banning the YSS instead.
Definitely. But the thing is, Conquer is very solid onto that Lance of it. So now the question is, if you want to leave the YSS, maybe take the Lance or vice versa. They have the last ban, so maybe try and leave the YSS ban for a bit late in the drafting phase. But there's also a player swap coming out for the side of St. Dynasty. Mlbb being swapped in for Eisen. So it's a bit of a change on the gold lane.
Yeah, I think... I mean, he's got a lot to live up for. That Bruno performance was deadly. Very good performance coming in from Eisen. So I think that it's gonna be a little bit of a different, game. Maybe it's a situation where 1 HP can cut through on this next draft here without that Eisen threat, or maybe they need to respect Mlbb. What he can do.
I mean, yeah. So the thing is, Mlbb and Eisen both have this is completely different comfort heroes into their arsenal. Both can play mostly all the marksmen. Actually, all the marksmen. I think both of them have 1 marksman short each. But other than that, they can play all the marksmen. But their comfort heroes is a bit different. So it does switch up the playstyle a little bit more. But nonetheless, both of them need to be respected. But the main respect in this regard needs to come out to the CC, I wanted to say, and as well as YSS. So looks like 1 HP is going to go and try and contest for the YSS and the Lancelot. So no bans coming out. So now the question is St. Dynasty going to give either the YSS or the Lance, or are they going to ban both of them?
If I was in St. Dynasty, I'd be banning both. That's what I would be doing. But okay, no. I think what they're gonna do, I think I can see what Saints are doing here. They're gonna leave both of them in. So what 1 HP could do here is that they could ban one of them themselves, and then that forces St. Dynasty to use a ban on the other one to go even on the draft, or 1 HP, they don't even bother banning the Lance or the YSS, and then Saints don't bother banning the Y. Oh, okay.
Because I saved my nation.
They're playing it even. They're playing it even. Yeah. St. Dynasty have to ban Lance here, otherwise it's cooked. Yeah.
There's no other option there. I mean, you can't leave one of them open for a first picker.
Yeah. So 1 HP, they're playing it safe. They don't want to take a risky play. They're gonna remove all the threats in the game, and gonna go for the Uranus actually. Ooh.
Oh, that is a hero I thought of that was left open, but the thing is, there's a lot of counters currently for the Uranus. CC being banned out and Baksha as well takes away 2 of the counters. But now the thing is, Mimic has still the Lapu available, the R-Lord available, but this Esmeralda, also not the direct counter, but it does very well in lane against the Uranus. So there's still a few options available.
Robin, gonna go in for the Grok. We saw that Bunny did a pretty nice performance on the Grok last game. I think Grok is establishing himself as a pretty good roamer this patch. I think that could be safe to say. I think we haven't seen the most consistent plays from Grok. We've seen him either be the most annoying roamer in the entire game, or we've seen him be kind of underwhelming, right? So we're still trying to find some consistency with it.
Yeah, so that's why I say it's not one of the meta picks like pick or ban or contest every game, but as a solid pick, it's not bad if you pair it correctly with a correct lineup. It works, but if there's not a lineup to support the Grok, that is a bit tough. But Zusha being picked up, this is a hero I haven't seen in a while, but one of my favorite mages personally.
They don't. Weirdly, they don't opt for the Zetian here. I think that was like what most 90% of the teams would pick up here would be the Zetian in this slot. But yeah, they're gonna go for the Zushin instead. I personally, I think that it's not that great here, but we'll see. We'll see so far. We'll see what they offer O's Conqueror, I would not recommend picking Joy into a Moscow. That is not a great matchup.
Yeah, and especially Zushin as well, not ideal. So I would also say Zeshin and Faza's like Lance and YSS, they pair very well against each other. It's a fully skilled matchup. The Zushin will struggle a little bit more in that regard, but it's a safe play against the Grok because unless he goes full combo out of nowhere, you're able to just keep him under wraps. And there's the same, the Granger being picked up by Mlbb.
Ooh, they're doing the Yala skip pick here, where they pick up the Granger and then do the double marksman ban. Oh wait, no, but they don't need to. They've picked up the Moskov already. Yeah, sorry. So now they can use the ban on other things. Yeah.
Your team is banned.
So that's a solid pick. The Fredrin would be very nice ban. I mean, they have the Moskov as a late game scaler, so having a safe jungler is not a bad idea.
The only one bound
Your
by
team
these
is
chains.
banned.
Mobius as well being picked out. Yeah, I mean they are looking for an XP lane. I think they're a bit worried about like an export
Now Akai enters the scene.
export counter.
Your
So
team is banning.
I think maybe an export would be pretty nice coming in from the side of Saints. We have seen Mimic bring it out before, so I think I'm expecting them to ban that here.
Yeah, and it's also a viable option in the jungle as well if Conqueror has. But if Conqueror still has a lot of his junglers available, the high booster is still open, and Mimic's R-Lord is also viable. So if you go into R-Lord into Export, what do you
Your
think?
team is picking.
I mean, Arlot is generally the. I think it's the less good pick between Xborg and here, but this is Mimic we're talking about, right? He makes this hero look like it's the most bust thing in the entire world. And you see the Fanny coming out once again with Bunny picking up the Badang here, and Conqueror hovering around the Hayabusa. Now this is the favorable matchup into the Fanny, right? If we're talking about a few patches ago, that was your three junglers. It was the Fanny, the Ling, and the Hayabusa. As we now see the Joy coming out here. Look, it's not the easiest Joy game. I'll tell you that. It's not the easiest one. You're gonna have a lot of problems versus the Moskov. You're gonna not be able to catch the Fanny, and you're gonna get knocked around by the Spadang. But it has a nice matchup against the Zushin and the Uranus. Those are two targets that you can jump around without any threat coming in from them. Zushin surprisingly does not have a good matchup against her, right? Because she dodges around and not able to get hit by that lantern very often, right?
No, I agree. But the thing is, I don't like this Fanny matchup. This is an iffy Fanny matchup for me. The thing is, there's a lot of things that can just burst her down. There is the R-Lord. R-Lord can 1v1 a Fanny very easily.
Yeah.
Robin can just throw a wall, tectonic charge, dead.
Yeah, as I am gonna I know Shroomsy, you've been doing everything here, but I'm gonna ask you to cast again. We'll give you a little break in a bit, but I do want to focus on the camera work, so it's gonna be you, Shroomsy, and Lotus taking you through the next game.
5 seconds till the enemy.
Awesome. So Lotus, what do you think about the?
I can tell you one thing, and it's I don't like the Fanny. I really do not like this Fanny pick. But I'm loving the mobility coming out from the side of Saint Dynasty. Sorry, the names, I just keep messing up with the names tonight. But they have CC. AoE coming out from the Farsa, good range coming from the Farsa, and then the mobility coming out from both the Farsa and the Joy, and somewhat the Arlet. So I really like these picks coming out from the side of Saint Dynasty, but I can't single out the Uranus and Badang with paired with the Zushin and the Moskov.
Yeah, that's solid, but I mean, the combo I was looking forward to is this Grok Faza. I mean, with that tectonic charge combo with his first kill, that is enough stun, but there's a flicker onto Faza. I don't know why it flickered, but Faza could just flickers out in response, so 2 flickers burn, but I mean, overall, there's a 1v1 in the top lane. Mimic doing a lot of damage onto the RS Kun, but in response as well, Badang looking for a tower dive here. The opportunity to get a kill onto Mimic, and first blood goes to RS Kun.
That was actually a beautiful rotation coming out from the Badang. He saw that Mimic was low, so why not just go gank? Do a bit of a wraparound play and take him out. But we do see Moskov playing extremely safe here in the bot lane. But Both teams are already rotating here.
Yeah, and there's a 4v3 situation here in the bot lane. This Grok doing a very good job frontlining for the enemy team. Stacks being built up by Conqueror. There's a beautiful engagement from Kubo, but Fanny gets dropped into response. So that's a 1-for-1 exchange. Jungler for the roam, so that's a valid exchange.
That is true. Arskin is trying to poke on the Joy, but first turtle of the game is up. Unfortunately, we now have to want to call it the turtle and not the Ironhide. But yes.
And there's that one-shot capability from Moskov. One skill, there's a beautiful final slash, but not missing the beautiful skill coming out. Feather Strike just to zone everyone away. And that's a free turtle in the hands of Conqueror. Fanny's into the mix, trying to get a few kills. Cutthroat not doing enough damage onto that far side.
Funny enough, I was surprised that Gambit didn't make the rotation here to the turtle to help his team, but he's almost taken down by the Gambit. Mlbb flickering, getting the kill.
Oh, that was a solid kill, solid flicker, worthwhile. And Robin doing a very good, excellent job rotating just to give backup to his marksman. There's the engagement from Fanny underneath the turret, just one cable onto Jinx. Just zing-zinging around, not doing a lot. I mean, the Fanny nerf on the energy is crazy. So after a few dashes, you need to recall though.
But doesn't that make her a bit more on the useless side?
Like, okay, let me get this. Now, Fanny is one of those heroes. If you are very good in Fanny, she's broken. If you are okay in Fanny, she does nothing.
Touche. But Virus taking down Mimic here in the top lane, assisting the Uranus, and also gonna be taking down that gold shield. But the engagement wants to get onto Moscow, taking him down by Jinx. But the counter engage coming out from Kuba and Bunny, but they can't commit right now. They are outnumbered.
Yeah, and Conqueror is doing a lot of damage. There's a beautiful Electro beat, and the Butterfly Lanterns also coming out from the side of, there's a Bedang onto Moba Chat. First crack against the first break. Moscow with the Spirit of Destruction has a follow-up, but that's not enough damage as Moba Chat gets away with barely any HP. And I think this might be a death onto Bedang. Fanny into the backline, gets the shutdown onto Granger. So that's a 1-for-nothing exchange. Beautiful rotation from this Virus.
But Electro Beat's going onto the Fanny, taking her down in the mid-tier turret. Oh my goodness, this Joy is crazy.
Oh, bro, Joy. If you don't lock down a Joy, she's going to be the biggest headache. We're going for that invade onto the blue buff, but we're getting zoned out by Kubo and Bunny. There's a conceal play coming out. First break not landing. There's Electro Beats once again into the beautiful tectonic charge. Feather airstrike as well. There's the first crack against the wall with Fanny as follow-up. Conqueror does fall for Kubo. So that's a mage for jungle, a valid exchange in the favor of 1 HP.
It's as if both teams are brawling over the entire map this game, just like they did in the previous match. But we're almost into the 5.5 minute mark. 6-5 in the favor of Saint Dynasty, just a little bit slightly. And they did manage to secure a 1.2k gold lead.
Oh, beautiful flicker from Boba Chat, dodging the first break from the Bedang. But here he's in a sticky situation. Gets caught up in the Electro Beats. And that is a kill onto Bunny. A little bit too greedy, almost caught the kill. But now there's Virus onto Jinx and skill cables. Cutthroat, that's a solid kill. That is the Fanny combo you'd like to see.
This Fanny seems to have a better matchup than Virus did in the previous game. Second turtle of the match is up and running right now. Joy is already there. And Mimic is just doing a ton of damage on this Uranus.
Yeah, but Call Me Robin doing a very good job here in the bot lane, causing a massive distraction. There's the first break and the first crack onto Robin. He will get taken out. No, the flicker comes out. And there's the tectonic charge used defensively. That hit the wall, unfortunately, so that's a full combo. A full cooldown. Once again, Conqueror onto the invade. He gets the... Does he get it? No, he didn't get the blue buff. Yo, that was a close call.
True. With the Fanny right now, what you definitely want to do is try to make sure to inhibit that blue buff farming, but this time it seems like a 1 HP have their hands warmed up, they're ready for this match, and they're doing just so much better than they did in the previous game.
Yeah, definitely. They need to start. If I was the side of 1 HP, I would try to get space for this RS gun. The Uranus currently stuck in lane, and that's not something you want to Uranus. You want them to roam the map freely and engage in the fights early. But there's once again Conqueror just causing a massive mayhem in the bot lane. That we are going to see the fight here. Call me Robin into the mix. There's a tiny charge onto Natalia. The first break onto 3, and the first crack. Fanny wall cabling, spamming. Kills 3, so that's a 3 for nothing exchange. What a combo coming out from Bunny.
That was such a beautiful set. Like literally, you just caught 3 and over the engagement onto Jix. She will get caught out and will get taken down.
But meanwhile, there was a 2v1 situation in the bot lane. There's a Spear of Destruction onto Mimic, but not enough damage, but he needs to get out. The concealed player has been taken down, and that's a kill for exchange. But he did survive a 2v1 and kill the Fanny in that exchange. Once again, the fight is continuing. Call me Robin just poking everyone down. Conqueror looking for the stacks. He has a Electro beat, but there's the first crack and the first break onto Conqueror, and he will be taken down. I would like Sin Dynasty just to slow down a bit. Currently, there's a massive difference in team fight capabilities. The Feather is like onto Gambit. He is 1 HP, but Moba Chad with that Death Nata gets the kill. But there's a 3v1 situation on Robin. The team is there to follow up, but there's Mimic into the mix. Will we see the final slash? Rukuba gets taken down by Robin. Fanny gets just falls away. Final slash onto Bunny, securing another kill. 3 for nothing exchange, and the Lord will go uncontested.
I love the way these teams are so evenly matched in this current matchup. But Fanny wants to go for a steal, but rather goes for Mobochat taking him down.
I mean, that is a solid kill. Fanny has the ability, she still has the retro available. Mimi going for that final stat, not landing, unfortunately, onto the side of Virus. So, taking down the Granger already gives them a massive boost to be able to contest it. I mean, some Dynasty without a full 5-man team won't be able to take the turns on. I think that was a valid exchange, but Robin getting caught out between a rock and a hard place, and I think this might be a beautiful Tectonic Charge and the Flicker being committed to try and keep him safe, but Fanny is into the mix and secures the kill. And now Mimic is here in an awfully dangerous situation. Yeah, he does fall back. What a beautiful map awareness. Meanwhile, Conqueror just causing a lot of pressure onto the bot lane. But I think he needs to take down this Moskov. If they get Moskov out of the mix, there will be a free turtle. Oh, Lord.
Definitely agree with you there, but right now Sin Dynasty is double checking before they make any move right now. And Granger doing a hell lot of damage on this Uranus, managing to take him to half HP right now. Both teams haven't committed to Lord yet, but once again the engagement is on to Mobochat.
But the Bunny not landing the first break, but Mobostad will still be taken down. So there was a missed ultimate from Bunny, but his team did follow up enough to secure the kill. So once again, Mobostad getting caught out of, not caught out of position. He was dive under the turret. What am I saying? But with a 4v5 situation, once again, I don't think Sin Dynasty will be able to go for this Lord. They might be able to go for this still with Conqueror's mobility, but other than that, this is going to be a hard engagement. Once again, Virus just zooming around, causing mayhem, causing a lot of distractions, trying to bait some skills before committing to this Lord. But meanwhile, there's the first break onto Robin. There's the Tectonic Charge not landing onto anything. Feathered airstrike, just not doing enough damage. There's a kill onto Robin. Meanwhile, the first crack onto Mimic. He gets a kill in response, but does fall as a double kill for Virus. And that is another triple kill in the hands of Fanny. That's a 4 for 1 exchange, and the Lord will go fairly in the favor of 1 HP.
Right now with the Zushin in the mix, Grok is having a difficult time trying to even be a frontliner. If Sin Dynasty can actually focus more on putting pressure on the lanes and splitting up 1 HP, that they could maybe turn the tides.
The thing is, there was a beautiful slow push. There's a double mini wave in the bot lane. So if they didn't get that kill onto Moba Chad, if he was still online, they would definitely had a free lord because they would have sent someone to go clear the bot lane and not be able to contest in that response. But RS Kun trying to go onto the red bar final slash, landing onto Natalia, but not doing anything to RS Kun.
We do see the Lord going through the bottom lane, but it seems like 1HP wants to put a bit of more pressure in the mid lane, with Badam just camping out here in the top lane. Want to catch Moba Chad.
Yeah, and I think that is a dead Moba Chad. Moba Chad is not chatting tonight. But nonetheless, they did successfully defend the top lane turret. There's the Electro Beats onto 4, but this is a 4v1 situation. Feathered airstrike in response, but not doing enough. So, bro, Conqueror, bro, if you can hear me, crank it back, get off the electricity and just farm a bit.
Lord will be almost easily taken down, but all the shields are taken down and the top lane inhibitor turret will also go down.
I'm not gonna lie, this is luckily not an ending angle, so Dynasty still has the ability to go for the reverse comeback. But I would like to see a few item swaps. I mean, if you look at the items currently, the Granger has a Sky Piercer with 4 stacks. So definitely take that out of the equation. And maybe going full damage. So the next item will be the Endless Battle, which will be a massive increase into his damage potential. So the Power Spike is almost online. And then this will be a massive. There's a Taconic shot onto Natalia. And he gets no kill. But nonetheless, bro, if some Dynasty can get a massive pick off here onto this Fanny or Zushin, that will be a complete turnaround. There's RS Kun in a lot of danger. Mimic with the final slash, doing the damage. Moba Chad with the Sky Piercer stacks, getting the kill. Mimic will be almost taken down, but Fanny going on to Moba Chad, gets the kill. Mimic also being taken down by beautiful by Kubo. So this is currently a 2-for-1 exchange, fairly in the favor of 1 HP. There's a first crack onto the first break, doing a lot of damage. Gambit, but yes, Conqueror onto the backline, but unfortunately the timing on these stacks was just not available.
Right now, 1 HP is putting so much pressure onto the side of Sleep Dynasty. They definitely, I don't think they can contest for this next Lord. So what do you think they should rather do instead?
I think they can go for a steal. They definitely have the ability with Conqueror on that Joy. He has a very good retry gap available. So if he can get a retry steal, that is the ability. Because with his Lord, this might be an ending angle. If not going for the Lord, split push and just try to get a pick off. But it looks like it's the Dynasty going for the contest. They're onto Jinx, but he gets back to safety. There's a Tectonic charge onto Moskov, but not enough follow-up in the side of St. Dynasty. They're looking to contest this. RS doing a very good job frontlining, gets taken down by Moba Chad, and Fanny gets the Lord. There's the beautiful final slash onto Bunny, and this is kind of a 4v5 situation. There's Virus into the mix, causing a lot of onto Kubo with that beautiful Electro Beast, but not doing enough damage. So that's the pick-off they were looking for. So definitely Dynasty has the ability to go for the solid defense. There's once again the first crack, not landing onto the enemy team. Spirit Destruction into the mix. That's a shutdown onto Mimic. And now I think this might be a double kill onto the side of Robin as well. Jinx doing a very good job camping here. But it looks like 1 HP has the ending angle. There's once again Conk onto Bunny. But Conqueror is in a 1v4 situation and he will be taken down. Bro, I think this is GG's. This dub might go to the side of 1 HP. It's a 3v5 situation.
It definitely could. Virus wants to make this an ending angle. Good wall coming out from the side of Grok. But Lord is recently getting taken down quickly. But Moskov here in the bottom lane as well, putting the pressure.
Bro, the ending angle I'm looking at is not happening. It was a 5v3 situation. 1 HP not capitalizing. There's a Tectonic shot landing onto Natalia. But RS just surviving the tower dive and everything. Robin will be taken down by Kubo. But meanwhile, there is still 3 members of the side of St. Dynasty. Conqueror is also spawning up now. So they have the ability to mount the defense currently, as the waves are unevenly put, but they just have to watch out for this mid lane dive coming out from Fanny.
True, but Fanny is into the mix and gets not even caught out, managing to escape barely. Badang getting caught out by the Jinx and will be taken down by the feathered airstrike, just overextending a little bit too much with that tire dive.
I mean, it's a 2-for-1 exchange, and they have the ending angle now. But Mlbb doing a very good job just blasting everything to bits. There is 1 minion creep available left, and that is the successful defense coming out from the Dynasty. So there's the Tectonic Charge landing onto Kubo, but no fallout from the team, and they will escape. The Midland Tier 3 turret has been taken down. Lord is up in 48 seconds. And once again, Virus just looking for the angle onto Mlbb. The steel cables and the cutthroat will just secure everything. So that is once again with Mlbb, the death time is already at 40 seconds. So I would like to start seeing that there's the immortality I wanted to say. He needs to pick up immortality for that Fanny.
Definitely, because I did see that he bought the Windshed, but Windshed isn't gonna help because Fanny has 80 stacks on Sky Piercer, which gives true damage. Not an item that's gonna be helpful right now.
I mean, already 80 stacks. They need to shut down. Once again, there's the Conqueror in a lot of position. First crack takes down Conqueror, but meanwhile, there's a beautiful Tectonic Charge, but not doing enough. Robin will also be taken down. That's unstoppable for Kubo. So this Zushin, bro, is working overtime with a Badang. Badang's walls has been solid so far. And I think, once again, this is the 3v5, but it looks like there's not a... Once again, they're onto Mlbb with the cutthroat. Fanny, flicker beautiful. There's Mlbb to the mix. He gets the immortality proc from Virus, but Virus escaped. So Bunny sacrificed himself, and beautiful escape there from that Fanny. I'm wondering, bro, is this a different Fanny play? Because it's not the same Fanny I saw the first game.
That is true, but I must say that was a beautiful defense coming out from the side of St. Dynasty, just making sure to protect Mlbb, and the Petrify coming out from Malik to also assist in that. So both teams are... This entire match is just constantly back and forth, not necessarily with the kills or anything, but with the team fights. This game can still go either way because we see so many good defenses coming out from the side of St. Dynasty. What 1HP wants to do right now is maybe sync up the waves like they are seeming to do right now, and not make any more overextensions.
Oh, this is going to be a hard defense, but beautiful wall coming out from the Gok, just laying the Lord advantage. There's a Tectonic Charge onto Kubo. Feathered airstrike in response, but Kubo is in the back line with Virus and HP. Good, oh, that's good. There's a Fanny with a cutthroat doing a lot of damage. That is the ending angle. This is game, set, match. 1HP takes the second game, and that brings the score to 1-1. It is currently tied as we head into the third game of the match. What a comeback from 1HP.
That was beautiful, and the Fanny plays, I was not expecting that, but well played, just well played.
That's a solid MVP deserved from the Fanny. Having 80 stacks in the late game on that Sky Piercer was game changing, but bro, this beautiful Uranus, there was no answer to the Uranus. He was just walking under the turrets. You can see 42% damage taken, 240k. He did more damage than the Moskov with more than 10 times or 50 times, 5 times more the damage taken. English not Englishing. I'm out.
But what did you think of the match, Rika?
Well, I can agree with the chat here. Who is piloting Virus's account right now? Because that is some crazy Fanny playing right there. Definitely a different person, like getting some absolutely insane kills. I guess you could argue that sure, there was a bit more of like single squishy targets for Fanny to be able to go in and get real quick. So yeah, I mean that can happen, but man, what a performance coming in from Virus. Easy MVP.
Definitely, yeah, definitely solid piloting there from everyone. But I think the best player was that Bunny, bro. There was no respect to that wall from the Badang, and that set up a lot of plays for the side of 1HP.
Oh yeah, just looking at the replay here coming in from Virus, and this was unfortunately a replay where he didn't get a kill. Actually, this fight went into the side of St. Dynasty. But you can sort of see what Virus is cooking. Unfortunately, I did see my girl Joy getting absolutely hammered this game. That was not okay. I didn't mean it like that, but that was not a great joy game, I will say.
Yeah.
Moskov and Badang are two really difficult matchups for the hero. That's why you can see, like, when you go in with the electrifying beats, you can get the damage done, but it's very difficult to finish off a kill when you're against these heroes.
Yeah, and especially against the Uranus, they had no answer to the Uranus. He was just free farming. The early game was set up very well with Mimic, but in the mid to late game there was a bit tougher gap there. But this is the second time your Gold Joy has been pummeled to the ground.
Yeah. Yeah, sure thing. Yeah, anyway, Shroomsy, you want a little break here? I can do I can do a draft and a cast for you.
Your team is banning.
I'll take the draft with Lotus, and then you can rest your voice so you can give us the M&M rap skills there in the casters lounge. So
all right,
no stress, but
let me get some water then. Okay, my next cast here, I'm gonna all in here. This is gonna be the all in cast for me this next game. All
bring
right,
the fire, guys.
You guys are gonna see some M&M coming through in this next game. Don't worry.
Hey, you're going to show us the reason why you called the SA's #1 caster.
Your team is banning.
But the bans are coming out.
No.
Yeah. 1-1 getting banned out from the side of 1 HP.
They call me a hero.
Bro, solid respect on that Banyan, the Badang being banned out. So this is once again another beautiful Badang ban, but there's a respect onto the YSS, and Uranus also gets taken down, but now the Lance is left open, and as I said, that is that is textbook bans.
Well, I mean, neither of them.
open.
That is true, but Mimic picking up the CC, but the bans coming out from the side of both teams, I'm thinking quite valid. None of these teams want to deal with it, but I'm surprised we don't see a Fanny ban.
I mean, the second game was a dominance Fanny game. I mean, the cables landed. The first game, I saw so many cables miss from the side of Virus. I don't know if he lagged or just his fingers was cold, but I think St. Dynasty said, okay, the first game we beat Fanny, second game we got wrecked, so take out the Badang and the Uranus and the problem is fixed. But I wanted to say, there's the Grok left open, and they go for the Lapu pick. So two very, very solid picks so far in the 1 HP arsenal.
That is true, but Call Me Robin picking up the Minotaur and waiting for Conqueror's pick, but Lapu and the Grok.
Bro, this is a lot of CC. This is mega CC. I would like to see Kong swap out Jinx for maybe the far. There's not a lot of major options left. Kadita Faza maybe, or yeah, this is a tough draft so far.
I definitely agree with you there. I mean, ask Kadita. I didn't think Zetian would have done very well here. Kinda struggling against the Grok for one. Although she did do very well in the first match of this best of 5. But then there's also the Lapu. I think you just need damage and not necessarily slow.
Yeah, and I mean, also, once again, Lapu is crowd controlling me. So, with that being said, there's not a lot of answers there. So, Kadita, a very solid pick, being able to just one-shot everyone. And there's the ban onto, the pick onto Bruno and the ban onto the Granger. So, definitely respecting Moa Taz Granger. I mean, he did a very solid job. He got just dived by the Fanny, unfortunately, the whole time. So, there's not a lot he could have done against that. But with that Bruno pick signaling, they definitely need something that is able to dive the backline solidly.
True. So, with Essential and Lancelot banned, Hayabusa is a good option. I don't think, for the sake of a certain caster, who shall not be named, let's not go with the Joy pick. But what other junglers would work?
Your
I
team
wanted to
is
say,
banning.
so they definitely need to ban out the Irithal as well, because Mobochad's Irithal is scary. I still have PTSD to this day. But jungle is available. There's not a lot left. The Hayabusa is open. He does actually very well against the Bruno.
Your team
So
is
that's a
pairing.
solid pick. All other option, I would say, is maybe solid. Is the Bakshia jungle. Might be okay. There's not a lot else I can think of. Maybe Roger.
Sir, what's your command?
He's a good
team
hero.
is
We do see
picking.
Virus picking up the Fanny again.
Oh, so Fanny Hayabusa. Yeah, I was going to say, but I just like the Hayabusa. That's a solid pick against the Fanny. Looks like Moba's going for that Roger on the gold lane. Roger has the early game ability just to poke down the Granger. Bruno. But I don't think Roger fares very well against the Fanny, though. It might not be a bad pick, but there's no other picks left available.
Your team is
Sure,
picking.
so use what you've got, I think, I suppose is the strat right now. Going with the Roger, I mean, Roger is a pretty good hero. He's also really strong, just not used that much. But Kubo, I think CC Mage would work well in for the side of 1 HP. Vixena is
Vexana would not be good against Kadita. Because the thing is, she can just burst you down. Sicilian very solidly against the Kadita. He can keep his range, and he has the Purify to stop the whole Petrify combo, and as well as okay, never mind, he goes for the Flicker. So he's still a walking target for Kadita. It's not going to be a very easy game for Kubo in the mid lane, especially with Kadita and Hayabusa. But I think they're working towards the late game being able to just burst down that combos coming out from some Dynasty.
true. Also, the Sicilian would probably work well with the Lapu Lapu and the Grog, so I'm excited to see that combo coming out. But I'm loving this Kadita's new skin.
It's a complete. I mean, for Starlight skin, that is completely solid. I also love the MPL skin coming out from Kadita. It's also very solid. So, bro, look at the draft. This is once again going to be a very tough game. The draft is all going to come down to the execution of the Hayabusa versus the Fanny. Hayabusa will have a very good game in the late game, but they need to watch out for the early game invade. But enough from me. That is my voice. I'm going to get some water while I hand you over to the masters of casters, Rika and Lotus.
That's one way to put it. I'm the master of the caster. Yeah. I mean, okay. Now I get to see the skin from Roger up close. I'm gonna be looking at this thing real nice. Because I really want it, man. I just love the skin so much.
5 seconds till the enemy reaches
The Roger skin is nice, but the Kadita one still looks a little bit better.
all troops deployed.
Better. It's like, I guess it is quite a nice skin as well. I think I like the art. I mean, it is still Starlight skins. The effects are not crazy, but it's still quite nice. So.
True. But we do see both teams starting their rotations on the same side of the jungle. What do you think about this Roger versus Bruno in the bottom lane?
I think Roger has
matchup?
a really good all-in, right? So it's about getting the right context of the fight when it comes to Roger. You need to be able to hit the first skill, both of them, and then you need to go in with the Lycan pounce and hitting your ultimate as well for big damage, exactly like this, right? Like Mochad wins that trade, even forces the flicker outside from the Granger.
That's actually a person wouldn't say that that's big, but if you think about it, that accumulates, and Roger gets a little bit more ahead in the gold lane, and his laning just gets better over the course of the game. He's just gonna have to be careful of this Fanny, because we all know Virus loves visiting the gold lane.
Yeah, he does. He does come to the goal. You're entirely right. I'm just laughing at this bunny, this Grok skin. That wall is so big. It's so like covers the whole screen with that icy wall. So guys, if you're playing Grok, pick the skin, makes the wall look bigger. You are seeing that rotation you were talking about coming in from Virus onto Mobochad. Mobochad is quite the tanky gold lane, not the easiest to gank, so not going to be too successful there. We're looking at the turtle spawning up in the top lane here as well, but there's quite a lot of pressure being put on the gold.
That is true, but Hayabusa's already here at the gold turtle. Both mages are hurriedly rushing for that level 4. We do see the wall coming up, but that doesn't stop them from getting the levels they need and the ultimates.
Oh man. Okay, this is going to be the first turtle of the game here. Virus already maneuvering around real nice here. We're going to see the curtain call coming in onto Kubo, doing a little bit of damage there. Level 4 on Mimic has committed that curtain call though, as Conqueror comes into the back line with the quad shadow. Is going to be able to get a nice amount of damage from the side of Saint Dynasty. First blood going to the side of Jinx as Bunny finishes off the kill. That's going to be a 1-for-1 trade, but that is going to be a free turtle coming in for the side of Saint Dynasty.
Blue team has slain the
That was
turtle.
beautiful rough waves coming out from the Kadita. Unfortunately, she just got caught out there. It would have been a beautiful escape. But we do see Conqueror going for the red buff invade. We'll probably be able to take it. Minoan Fear committed, but still getting taken. Lapu still getting taken down.
I mean, really nice
Nice
coming in
shadows
from
coming out.
Bunny there, but yeah. Oh, here comes Fanny on the back line here. We're going to be able to find Conqueror. Not the easiest target to get for sure. Yeah, there's no way he gets it, right?
Yeah, I don't think so. Right now, both teams seem to be playing a little bit more on the poke side and less on the aggressive side than they did in the previous matches. But we do see once again an engagement onto Virus, taking him down. I'm loving this, Kadita.
I don't even know where that kill happened. It just happened out of nowhere. So excuse me, but yeah, Jinx getting that kill onto Virus there is huge. We've seen how scary Virus can be on that Fanny, so shutting him down early is going to be a great move coming in from the side of Saint Dynasty. Also in this gold lane here, yeah, Moba Chad, he is winning this gold lane pretty hard. But if you look at the net worth difference between the two gold laners, it's about 700, right? So I think in general, you know, Roger is favored when it comes to this matchup. We are going to see in the top lane here, we're going to find Conqueror coming in with the quad shadow here, maybe able to commit the shadow kill, going on to Oris Kun, maybe gets the kill, bouncing onto the wrong target. Here comes Virus, swallow the side. They're just poking them down. Are they going to be able to finish off the kill? No, nice little maneuvering coming in from Yala Skip, but now Lapu's in a little bit of danger. Is he going to be able to get away from this? Conqueror uses that shuriken here with the quad shadow. Nice and easy kill coming on the side there.
And just before the next turtle does spawn, that is some good rotations coming out from the side of Saint Dynasty. But what I'm noticing is the same way that they're shutting down this Fanny earlier is the same thing that they did in the first match of this best of 5. So if they can actually do that, well, call me Robin into the power diving.
Oh yeah, I mean a nice little set coming in from Robin here, but there it is. Virus going to come in with that cutthroat, but Conqueror gets the kill with the shadow kill. Nice bounces coming out from him. Quad shadow as well committed. Bunny has to flicker out.
Manages to take the blue buff. We'll go for this turtle. CC wanting to engage onto Bunny. Maybe just also zone him a bit.
Oh yeah, I mean it's not easy to kill Grok, even if you are quite far ahead. We are going to see Virus coming in once again. No blue buff available though.
Blue team has slain the turtle.
And that's exactly what you want with the Fanny, is you want to make sure that she doesn't get that blue buff. So she has to go retreat a lot more times just to conserve that energy.
See a little bit of a little play coming in here. Bruno has to pop the flicker to get away from the Hayabusa. Yeah, I mean, this Bruno, I feel like is having quite the rough game. Even though he's got no 0-0-0 on the board, he's still like struggling to keep up with a bit of farm here as they get the red turret on the bottom lane there. Quite nice. Oh, Virus. Again, no blue buff, right? So it's really difficult for him to make plays.
True, and it's not like he can really invade the enemy jungle because you know that Saint Dynasty is waiting for that invade, and they do have the Minoan Fury to keep you in check, the rough waves. But the engagement into the mid lane, Jinx taking down Kubo with the Minoan Fury also committed. Mobochat also into the mix. Virus almost getting taken down.
Oh, a nice flicker coming in from Moba Chat, almost taking down Virus there. just missing a little tiny bit of damage from that Roger. Nice attempt though. It is St. Dynasty pretty much dominant in this first game here. I mean, third game, excuse me. Where's my logic right there? Nice virus coming through, getting quite a lot of damage done onto the enemies there, but the quad shadow as well as the shadow kill will finish off virus. No escape coming in from the Hayabusa. That's what we were talking about in the draft, was that matchup between the Hayabusa and the Fanny. He can stick onto her. That's the benefit of this Hayabusa here.
Also, I think the best thing about this Hayabusa is he can easily escape from the grok walls. Just throw in that quad shadow, like you call it, and then just jump out. Third turtle of the match is going on, but I think St. Dynasty would actually want to leave it to roll over into the Lord, and then try to get as much turrets as they can.
You're gonna see the quad shadow into shadow kill combo. Conqueror, misses on that tectonic charge, as now Mlbb taking quite a lot of poke damage from that engagement though. Needs to be a bit careful. No quad shadow just yet. Okay, no, there it is. It comes down onto Bunny. Gonna be able to do a little bit of damage, but that is a grok. Not gonna be able to do too much damage to that target, as in the top lane, a little bit of a skirmish between these two XP laners, but both of them are kind of unkillable if I'm being honest.
Red team turret has been destroyed.
It's fair enough. I mean, it's CC versus Lapu Lapu. That is a matchup. If you leave those two in for the entire game, they're just gonna fight it out and no one's gonna die.
As of now, looking at the game state in general here, we're looking quickly at the items. Quite a significant lead coming in from St. Dynasty here, about an 8,000 gold lead. So I feel like they need to be a bit more safe here, or we are going to see the Minone Fury coming down onto the middle lane here underneath the tower. Big damage coming out from the side of St. Dynasty, going to be able to take down Kubo first, but oh no, they do still take down Robin there. Getting a bit too far ahead with that engagement. Nice tectonic charge coming in from Bunny. Roger though is going to be able to do the damage. Nice push against the wall, but it's not enough. They take down Bunny on the grok. Oh no, doing the virus, doing the cutthroat tech on the blue buff there. Even throws the thumbs up. I don't think that's a pause thumbs up, mate.
We'll just have to check, but like you said, I don't think it is one.
No, he's just
Lapu Lapu might get caught.
Oh yeah, Lapu. Yeah, as we say, in a bit of danger here. Gets hit with the curtain call. Almost getting taken down there. There's a nice little wall coming in from the grok here. Bunny looking for that tectonic charge angle, but does not have it. Currently, it's on cooldown as we see the shadow kill coming down onto the members. But the nice patch coming in from Bunny shuts down Conqueror.
Okay, so a little bit of miscalculation coming out from the side of the Hayabusa. We do see Fanny split pushing here in the bottom lane, but CC will be just in time. But Minotaur and Jinx in a lot of danger right now. Has to use the rough waves to get out safely. Conceal play coming out from the grok, but nothing committed just yet.
Once again, Fanny, this virus without the blue buff is just struggling, man. He wants to be able to do what he was doing last game with the cool plays, but is just struggling so much without that extra energy resources. As we are going to see Mlbb easily going to win that 1v1 fight against the Bruno. That is that matchup that is favorable. So we are, I mean, not only is it a favorable matchup, but also he's quite significantly far ahead in gold. So that makes a lot of sense. Lord has spawned up here, so we are going to see a bit of a this is going to be the 10-minute first Lord here. Oh, Bunny gets gone on here, gonna have to use that tectonic charge to get away. Doesn't hit a wall, so it does get that ability refund.
True. I think his ultimate cooldown right now is 50 seconds. Okay, that's a lot.
Yeah, but it does turn into like 20 or like 22, 25 seconds when you don't hit a wall, right? So it's not the worst thing. We are going to see also Fanny getting caught out in the middle of the air. Does manage to get out, but hit with the curtain call, not landing onto two targets, so it's not going to be stunning up. If we're looking at the side of Yellow Skip just in general here, they do have a really good base defense. They're going to have that Sicilian for that high ground defense. They have the grok for that initiation, and Fanny is able to split push quite nicely there. This is going to be the cutthroat with that blue buff this time. Not doing any damage to Mimic. So unfortunately, we are seeing that virus, as I said before, not having the same game as last one.
Last game she was just able to snowball. We do see that they're just pushing out this mid, gonna take the golden shield here from the inhibitor turret. Lord will be going through the top lane. I think they want to push the side lanes in sync.
Oh, Virus coming in with a little bit of cables. They're doing a little bit of harass. Nothing too significant though. They are going to be able to heal that nice and easy with that Minotaur second skill. As the Lord does charge that top tower, they're going to be able to do a decent amount of damage to it. There's the Lapu on the front line, taking quite a lot of damage. Oh, as well as the Grok here. There's the Minoan Fury onto the back line. Does land onto multiple members of the side of Yellow Skip. As it's a double kill coming in from Jinx. Here comes Virus trying to come with the cleanup. They're quite low on HP. I don't think he's going to be able to follow it up though.
Mimic in a little bit of danger, but manages to also get out quite safely. But did you see the rough waves coming out from Jinx? Like,
Yes.
I'm loving this mage. CC mage wasn't the best, right? Oh, but the damage onto Virus almost taking him down. I think the Kadita was the best mage for this entire matchup, but we do see Conquer going with a shadow kill, but will not be able to take anyone down just yet.
Yeah, man. Fanny's turned into paper now. Definitely, it's like it's like the last. It's like the first game he played, right? He's just not able to go into a fight without getting chunked down completely, especially since he does not have the blue buff once again this time. And Mimic also now just picking up the Oracle, so he's gonna be able to sustain that front line even harder than usual. Oh, we are gonna see a little bit of a fight coming into the middle lane here. I think Dynasty can definitely try and give us an ending angle here. I think even without the Lord, they're so far ahead that I feel like if they can just do another Minotaur set like they have been doing already, it should be it. But again, that we're seeing Jinx coming in with the rough waves, blowing up Kubo. That's not going to be any Sicilian for the front line of that tower defense. Oh, Virus getting taken down as well with the poke damage. Oh, this is looking like the ending angle I was talking about, right? So now we also see the Lycan pass coming on onto Bunny with the shadow kill in the back line. Mlbb Fury off the mark, hits the Natalia, but it doesn't really matter because it's Lapu in a bit of danger. He has to pop the flicker to get out. Middle tower taken down. That's going to be no defensive towers destructions for the side of 1 HP to have any more. As now 2 more members of Yellow Skip are out. It's just going to be a 2 versus 5 situation. No minions though in the base just yet, but here they come. They're coming down into the top, into the middle lane here. Why are they backing off? They can just end.
Virus is also back in time, might be able to help with the defense, but Jinx once again blowing up Kubo. Arskin in a little bit of danger. Virus is just doing what he can.
Yeah, this game should be over here. They've got 1 or 2 minions on lockdown onto the base. Saint Dynasty are going to be your victors in this 3rd game. The score right now, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be 2 to Saint Dynasty and 1 to Yellow Skip. This is match point for Saint Dynasty going into this next game.
Oh,
Wow.
what a game. What a game. This is looking more like the first game we saw. So it might be that they were just caught off guard with that second game Fanny early game snowball that they had. But it seems like they got the answer now with that Hayabusa. A lot better pick against the Fanny than the Joy. So I think that was the answer they were looking for though.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I mean, this is I think Virus. It's nice to be able to pick Fanny every game, but it's just not sustainable when the enemy sort of knows that it's coming. Like they managed to pick these heroes like Mimic on the CC, able to lock her down with the curtain call, and the Minotaur able to knock her up if she gets caught in the wrong place, as well as obviously the Hayabusa, right? This is the hero that sticks onto her and does not let her escape.
But I would say like the real MVP would not go to Mimic but to Jinx, bro. Like that Kadita was solid, and I could get it this afternoon with you in ranked, and bro, that hero is so cracked currently.
What which one? The
Kadita.
Oh yeah. Even if Shroomsy can carry a game with it, then the hero's cooked.
Bro, if Shroomsy can get a savage on Kadita, you know it's a good hero.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to be going into the 4th game coming through tonight. As I said before, it is going to be that match point to side of Saint Dynasty. Can they pull this through with the 3-1, or will Yellow Skip prove that magic that we saw in that 2nd game to be true once again? I think they have it in them. I think it's going to be definitely possible. We'll just have to see if they can pull it off. But yeah, I mean, Mlbb Chad as well, just on that gold lane, definitely living up to Eisen's name through that performance as well.
No, solid. I mean, that first game over Chad came in, he has struggled a little bit in that regard with that Granger. But other than that, this was a solid performance coming out from the side of St. Dynasty, Mlbb Chad. But the team comp they had was just so good. I didn't think that 1HP had an answer to all that poke one-shot ability. Because, I mean, if you look at it this way, basically almost all of the heroes has the ability to 1v1 and team fight. So that was just a solid draft overall.
All right, now we are going to go into the next game. I'm going to ask if I can miss out on casting the next game. So I'll do the draft here. All right, Matilda being taken out by a side of St. Dynasty here. I think we've seen the Matilda ban coming out pretty much every single game. I haven't really talked about it much. Makes a lot of sense. I think Bunny on the Matilda is quite scary. I don't think we see it too often, but that's because we get it banned often.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing. Like a good Matilda player can switch out the entire game. I mean, they're able to dive the backline and escape so far with that shield and Flask of Aces combo is quite deadly. And if you're looking at 1HP bans, they're definitely focusing onto the XP lane with both the Phobias and the CCB taken out. So we might be looking at once again them going for the Uranus or even the R-Lord might be the go for you in the XP lane.
Your team is banning.
Look, I think they're still not going to ban the Fanny, right? I think they've worked out what can work against it, so I think they're not going to take it out. We are in that another stalemate here with the YSS. All right, so look, 1HP doesn't ban one of them, then St. Dynasty are not going to ban the other one, right? They're going to go for a trade. But in my experience, though, it's a bit risky for St. Dynasty to take that trade, because trading the I think YSS more. Oh, okay. Yeah, I think YSS is the stronger of the two, the more consistent hero of the two. Okay, yeah, here they are. St. Dynasty, they're not going to ban it up. 1HP, they're going to take the YSS, and St. Dynasty will take the Lance. That's what's going to happen here. If it's not, then they're trolling. They're just trolling.
I feel
reverse it actually. Ooh, okay. I mean, we have seen Virus on that Lance carry games completely, but as I said, in my experience, I think Conqueror can carry even harder with that YSS.
And if you paired with Kalia is still open. And Franco, valid option as well. You definitely need a lockdown onto that Lancelot. So I would say either Kaja is not good. Franco or Kalia would be the answer for the roam position against the Lancelot.
Yeah, I think they do need a bit of an answer for it, right? Because it's the same as the Joy, except I think Lance is just better Joy this patch. That's sort of what it is, right? It has invulnerability frames, which Joy doesn't have. Has the dashes as well. Lucas actually coming through. Yeah, they don't need to pick the YSS now. Oh, okay, wait, hear me out. YSS gold lane for
gold lane.
1 HP. Actually,
I would take that.
Actually, that's a shot because it denies them the YSS pick as well. They have to pick the YSS now, otherwise it's gonna get banned. Like, so this is your one opportunity to take it away. I don't think it's that good. I'm not gonna lie. It's not that good, but I think it's good because it denies the enemy for it.
Your team is
But I mean, yeah, these are the questions. They have to take their YSS now is gone. So that was a solid pick. So the bans still being left out. Both gold laners are available, as well as the XP lane for the side of 1 HP. So there's still a lot of solid bans being left open. The Grok being one of them. So with Bunny picking up the Baksha, do you think a Grok ban is still valid?
No, I don't think it is. I think they've shown the jungler and the roam, so the Grok it's not going to be entry. You're not Gosu Okado, bro. You're not going to play the Grok and XP lane.
The hunt begins.
Okay, I'm expecting some marksman bans for the two last bans here. I'm expecting within the trinity of marksman here. Okay, actually, so we're just going to leave the Erythel and the Granger to be sort of messed around with in this last bit of the draft. I think it's like a stare off of who's gonna pick the Granger and who's gonna pick the Irithel.
You know what the angle would be is going triple marksman for the side of St. Dynasty. There's not a lot of answers currently on the side of 1 HP for that aggressiveness. So picking up the Kimi and then flexing that maybe into both, or picking up the Irithel, then leaving open the Granger. Okay, Granger ban is out. Okay, never mind. But Irithel would be good, yeah.
I think you should have just let them pick the Granger and then just pick the Irithel for yourselves on the side of 1 HP. Oh no, but you know what they could have done was that they actually could have slammed the Irithel. Yeah, they could have slammed the Irithel here on Mlbb Chad in this slot, and then it's and then that would lock you out of the Granger on 1 HP. So that makes sense. Yeah, I think they're gonna do what you said, right? I think that's the play. You get triple marksman here.
Yeah, but then they definitely need to watch out then for the backline dive potential coming out from the side because they still have the XP lane available. So if you get an R-Lord will be very scary against the triple marksman lineup.
All right, as we see the Sicilian. Okay, we've seen Kubo play the Sicilian. Oh, actually, Lunox is actually quite a shout here, right? Because it can avoid that Lancelot onslaught, right? Your Lancelot goes in with the punctures. You're just able to pop that brilliance, and then you're safe for that time being. So I quite like that pick. Also, obviously, is your tank killer versus that Basha.
Yeah. I mean, they definitely didn't have an answer to the Basha yet, so it would be either on the gold lane or on the mage side. But I think the Lunox is a very solid pick. She doesn't have a lot of answers currently, and I don't know. There's not a lot of marksman options. Oh,
that's a marksman option. That's my favorite marksman in the game, by the way. I don't know if you guys know, but Beatrix is actually my favorite MM.
Let them play the hero.
So I really love to see the Beatrix. It's a blonde thing, all right. I only play it because I have that exact skin. Okay. And then if I was out the closet, then I'd be a Lance main, you know. So.
Yeah, I mean that is once again Lotus's favorite hero is the Lancelot. I mean she's just between that and the Sicilian. She's just lazing them all the time. But yeah, I'm actually loving this Mask of angle. This is a very, very, very solid pick for the side of St. Dynasty. They just have to watch out for the Beatrix because the Beatrix has the ability to just melt down the Moskov if she doesn't get the lockdown or the dashes correctly.
Yeah, I think I don't agree with it. I think I have to disagree with you here. Mlbb Chat, I think this is just a free Irithel pick. I mean, I don't know why you would go Moskov here. It has struggles a little bit traditionally against the Lancelot because Lancelot is the type of hero to go in. You try and push him back, but then he just uses that Thorn Rose to nullify that Spear of Misery. So I'm not so sure I like it.
That's what I said. It's a bit of a tough pick. So it is a good pick if you're looking at the map control it gives in Dynasty. But in the other respect, if he doesn't play well, it all comes down to skill. One outplay. If he gets one death in the early game, this is going to be a complete turnaround on the games.
But yeah, I think on paper this game should be for the side of St. Dynasty just because they got one of the more favorable jungler. But as I said before, this is Virus on the Lancelot, right? We've seen him completely just dominate games with this hero. So he needs to be quite careful, right? He's against a Franco. I think that's his biggest threat is that bloody hunt. But we'll see what happens in this game for match point for the side of St. Dynasty going forward. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have not already, vote on the poll. This is going to be a close one. So, yeah, over to Lotus and Shroomzy for possibly the final game of the evening.
Smash them.
Oh, okay, so welcome back. Hope everyone is doing well, and don't forget, if you enjoy the matches, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to enjoy all the amazing content. But so far this is going to be a very interesting match, I would say, and I'm loving the chat so far. They're saying, okay, let's have a redraft. There was a lag out, there's no fanny pick.
Well, I was also surprised by the lack of the fanny pick, but I mean Lancelot was open, so if you can either have a Lancelot or a fanny, I think Lancelot is just better.
I would say honestly, but there's a beautiful engagement from Oris. Good on to Conqueror. Shut down the YSS at level 2. This is the engagement they were looking for. Oris is in a lot of danger, but Mimic will get that. Jinx gets that kill, but I think Mimic will be taken down in response. Virus doing the dashes around and gets that shut down early. So with that level 2 invade, Conqueror going for the full jungle kill here. Got punished by that beautiful rotation from Oris. Good. So this is the engagement once again. We saw Conqueror getting invaded early, get a bit behind on form, but will we make the same comeback as he did in the first game?
I mean, he definitely can, but Bunny is just doing a good job of keeping vision and poking Conqueror so far in the first few minutes. The only thing is, I didn't like the Lunox versus Lucian because of Lunox's short range. She is so easy to catch.
Oh, what a hook!
Onto the Basha!
And there's a follow-up coming out from Conqueror with a Mountain Shocker. Gambit being left at 1 HP, but Virus is into the mix. He dashes in the wrong direction. And that is 1 HP. Will Jinx get the kill? Will we see the flicker come? Oh, no flicker available, but there's the kill onto Virus. What an escape there from Conqueror. Gets 2 for nothing exchange onto that gold lane invade.
Oh my goodness.
So far,
was
doing
dead,
very good. There's the Brilliant's ultimate coming out from Lunox. Finding a lot of danger. Dark ultimate committed and she gets melted. Meanwhile, Oris good on to Conqueror once again. Gets the shutdown. Black Dragon form used defensively just to escape that engagement. But it turns around once you take the blue buff, and I think that is a solid engage. Blue buff stolen. No jungle for Conqueror.
But the beast form also committed in to no avail, so that is also one less ultimate to the side of St. Dynasty right now for the next what was it, 40 seconds, 30 to 40 seconds. It takes a long time for it to get the energy for the beast form to come back.
So if
Right
you
now,
don't stack out, so to answer that, if you don't stack out passives with that hits onto enemies, it takes a full minute to. There's a flicker with a bloody hunt onto Beatrix, but the follower is not there from Mobachat. He's clearing the lane. He does not want to kill. Bro, if you ever report your marksman, this is the time. He goes in with the spear of destruction, gets the kill, but this is a death onto Mobachat. Guys, if you ever report a gold lane, this is the time to do it. He clears the lane, auto-targeting, not going for that beautiful set from Robin.
That is such a clippable moment. I mean, he used the Spear of Destiny, Destruction, and ulted, also sacrificing himself for the kill. That is such a clippable moment. Mobachat, I hope you know I'm gonna clip that.
So far, this is a very good game coming up from Robin. We've seen these hooks doing very good job with the bloody hunt combination. There's Virus once again here into the mid lane. We will see the zing punctures coming out, and that is a beautiful Brilliance ultimate. There's a Thorn Rose to escape that hook from the Franco. The bloody hunt is luckily available, and they have enough members. So wow, but bro, Mobachat built onto Gambit, but he's in a lot of danger, and they will be taken down. This is a beautiful kill onto Mobachat. A 3-man tower dive.
Once again, 1 HP is allowed to just put the pressure on the gold lane, but we do see once again an engagement here in the mid lane. But once again, it's just the same old. Punctures coming out from the Lancelot, and then Lunox using the brilliant Mountain Shocker onto Gambit, but doesn't manage to take her down.
Oh, that is so. There's engagement onto mid lane. Jinx flickers underneath the turret. Gets punctured to death. Mimic gets a response onto Kubo. They are still into Bunny. The hook not landing. There's Lancelot once again with the Thorn Rose. And he double punctures away. And that is Mimic will be taken down by RS Kun. Oh, bro, they definitely need to watch out. There's not a lot of respect coming out from this Baksha and this Uranus pick. There's Bunny onto Moskov once again. This slows. This Moskov and the YSS are having a very hard time currently. I mean, Conqueror has been invaded twice. Moskov has been dove twice. There's a Spirit of Destruction onto the bot lane. Oriskun. There's a stun against the wall. But Black Dragon form has been committed. But that is a free top lane. With Moskov being bot lane, Beatrix Lance going top. This is going to be a tier 1 turret taken down.
Was it worth the sacrifice?
Red team turret
There.
But we need to
Got
conquer
on
first. Good.
He will not deal enough damage, but Robin with the flicker and he stops the ground. He kills him. He's in a lot of danger, gets taken down in response in the mid lane. 1-for-1 exchange, and the mid lane fairly is going to fall.
Beast form here in the mid lane as well, but this turret will be falling. Bunny taking down the turret. Moscow pushing out the bottom lane, just doing what he can right now. And we do see once again the jungle invade coming out from the side of Virus.
So yeah, I think with all this pressure on the bot lane, this tower will definitely fall in the next few minutes. But I'm loving the 4-1 split coming out, giving Conqueror the top lane advantage. So he's able to farm up. We are past 5 minute mark, so there's no more negative gold. 75 percent less gold from the laning creeps for the jungle retrees. And there might be a defense coming out in the bottom as well. Robin is there. Look, not landing onto Virus just yet. But one thing is scared here for the return. Jeez might be caught out of position. Won't get there. Already being used. So this might be.
Sure, we do see Conqueror also just putting so much pressure on the top lane, but he just doesn't get his hands on the turret. Bunny trying to poke out the Moskov, but Moskov just playing it nice and safe right now. Next turret of the game will be up in 15 seconds, as we can see by the map timer. I thought it was just my Wi-Fi. Do you once again see the engagement here in the mid lane? Beast form is committed, as well as the Crimson Lantern, but right now Black Dragon form also going into the mix. Lancelot manages to steal the turtle. Beatrix taking down the Lucas. Franco also getting taken down. Conqueror in a lot of trouble, will get taken down by Virus. Right now it's a 3-for-0 exchange in the favor of 1 HP. Definitely a remnant of the second game of this best of 5. It looks like they really are going to be pushing for this 5th match.
That's going to be a very tough game. I hope my mic is better now. This big problem with the proper Wi-Fi. But everything is funny. Will he escape that? 1 HP. That's the namesake. He escaped with 1 HP. Gets back to safety. So some dynasty need to bunker down. They need to farm up. They are currently gold behind 1 HP.
I think it's arguably worse, Shrimsy. So.
Away.
Bloody Hunt to the RS couldn't, but not managing to do too much damage right now. Both teams are just once again poking each other. Beast form did come out, as well as the Mountain Shocker. Crimson Lantern going in, as well as the Black Dragon form, but nobody is playing just yet. Turret diving coming out from the side of 1 HP, manages to take down Conquer as well as Mimic. But Moskov here in the bottom lane just split pushing it out. Nobody seems to notice him. Okay, there's Beatrix. Moskov slightly out of position, might get taken down by Gambit and Bunny, but is doing a good job of trying to escape. Arskin is also into the mix. He wants a bit of the action, just hunting him like a pack of wolves, but he managed to recall just in time.
Shrimsy seems to be having a little bit of mic problems later there, but I'll just take over from here. We are going to see the Bloody Hunt coming down onto Bunny with the Winter Crown combo coming in from Robin once again as well. Oh, nice little play coming in from RS Kun once again on this Black Dragon form, doing so much crazy action, making all the space necessary for his team to move forward in this fight. The Lord's going to be taken down nice and easy on the side of 1 HP.
Blue team turret has been destroyed.
True, but Mobachet in the meantime is just taking down the turrets one by one. But once again, the exchangement of blows here in the mid lane. Call Me Robin is seriously low in health right now.
Yeah, he needs to be quite careful going into this next fight. We're going to see also that Bennett's Rage just chunking the HP bars of Saint Dynasty there. They're going to have to get back for now as, yeah, it's going to be that Lord coming down into the bottom lane. They're going to try for a little bit of a tower push. I don't think this is going to be an ending angle, but we're going to see Virus coming in with the punctures. I mean, look, Virus, dude. He's making this matchup look against the best jungle here in the whole game right now. Making it look easy with this Lancelot. Oh, nice hook. Okay, forces out the Purify from Kubo.
Well, I mean, when I've seen this match where we do see Basha rolling in, Conqueror in a bit of danger right now, might be able to escape. But this Lancelot versus Yisun Shin reminds me a lot about Onyx ID versus Onyx PH. King Kong on the Yisun Shin. Flicker hook not landing, Jinx getting caught out and will get taken down by Virus, but in the meantime Gambit just taking down Robin.
Oh, a nice little play coming in through. Oh, but the Spear of SOD does land, but no follow-up with it. Yeah, I mean, Virus, dude, again and again, is just getting these crazy kills and crazy plays on this Lancelot. I mean, this is a scary performance from him. I think maybe this trade is actually good. I doubted it, right? I thought the YSS was going to be more consistent, but it's just the Lancelot. It's just doing crazy amounts of work.
That is true. I mean, I thought Yisun Shin good plays gonna come out from Saint Dynasty, and they are, but right now 1HP just has the upper hand.
Oh yeah, here we go once again with the puncture and the Phantom Execution from Virus over there, but a nice little initiation coming in from Bunny here. Jinx just gets completely blown up from Bunny and the rest of the Cove. Black Dragon form as well onto the chase, finding Conqueror here. Does have that Mountain Shocker for the escape, but Mimic is going to be the one who takes the flak for that engagement.
Right now it seems that Jinx is just taking the Brilliance too preemptively, but this top inhibitor turret will get taken down. Conqueror in a bit of danger once again, but 1HP is just gonna lock onto the base and take it down.
Wow, what a performance from 1HP, man. That game was just one-sided, as all one-sided can go. Mimic even okay, we're not allowed to flame people for going bronze for chocolate here. Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah, I mean, that was a completely different game right there. We saw Virus with this Lancelot getting insane amounts of damage, insane amounts of everything done. We saw Bunny making all the set plays necessary, getting the MVP on him as well. And Beatrix, sure, didn't get the best score, but did not lose that lane. Definitely making it tough for Mlbb Chad to get anything done on that Moscow.
That is true, and just like last night, we're gonna be able to go into that 5th match, and both these teams just played beautifully in each respective match, but each one just having the upper hand, just trading hands the entire time.
All right, Shumsy, what's the status report?
Okay. Let me do it. Mic test. 1 2 1 2. How am I sounding?
You're sounding sexy as ever.
What did you say?
Oh,
Shoozy, what
bro.
did you say?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I mean, sorry, Lotus. Yeah, I mean, I didn't hear you, Shrooms. Sorry.
I don't know, I just come and join the chat. I hear all kind of flirtatious conversations going on here. Well, what is happening?
Just join.
I'm innocent.
My issues a bit, so I had to completely restart the whole rig, and luckily it seems like it is fixed now. But you know, what a match! I think the MVP was between the Lance and the YSS. Both of them, bro, was completely solid in this game.
So I take it we're heading into a 5th.
Yep, this is game 5, ladies and gentlemen, and we gets. Yeah, this is banger of a series. I think Yala Skip have had the advantage when they have first pick. So I mean, if we're on talking about paper here, Saint Dynasty are going to win this next game, just because they have the first pick. So like, I think 1HP are definitely going to play this above their weight class. I think when the junglers are, the meta junglers are sort of like, it's a coin flip, right? With the Lance YSS. I think that's when 1HP have the advantage. But now I think what they're gonna do on the side of Saint Dynasty is they're gonna just play it the normal way, just play it through the textbook, and not let 1 HP get these coin flips on the draft, and force them to play a normal game. If they can do it like that, then yeah, 1 HP easily. I mean, Saint Dynasty will easily take the win.
But you know what I'm interested in is, right? How's the jungle matchup going between Con versus Virus?
Your team
I mean, it's been going either way. I think when it comes to the jungle matchups, it's the difference of which hero they're picking. We've seen Virus able to carry on a Fanny, but that's because his team set it up really nicely. We've seen him carry on the Lancelot because he's just him on the Lancelot. I mean, that's what it's like over there. But we also have seen Conqueror when he gets that favorable matchup, when he has the YSS not against the Lancelot, he carries the game completely. We've seen him on had a rough game on the Joy, so I don't think we're going to be seeing that one coming out too much. So.
And has Mimic featured that a lot yet?
He has, but that was his losing game.
Really?
Wow. Yeah. Because we just saw him play the Lucas. He got 3.6 as a grade. That is actually crazy. He played this in EXP, right?
Yeah, he played in EXP. In fact, well, why don't you guys do us a favor? Get making an appearance right here is going to take you through the draft with Waylander. Here's the stream.
All right. Okay, so SNTD banned the. Ooh, I have not played this game forever. That's a Matilda, Uranus, and a Bedung. Uranus has been doing some crazy work. Like, he has been terrorizing the whole pro scene overseas in the Southeast Asian region. That guy has 100% pick and ban rate.
Yeah,
but
Uranus is just very, very, very strong at this moment in time. And as we got to see in several games, not just over this evening, but across the MSA as a whole, to try to deal with an XP laner like that, it's just so much in your face. It's just so hard. But as you were about to mention, Gets, that Lance pick. Lance is right now kind of a must pick when he is available. Though, would you really want to go for him as the first pick? Is the question.
Yeah. The first pick, I wouldn't suggest it that much because you can still get locked down for Lancelot. Like, not a target lock by an AoE lock, especially if you decide to wait out some of his abilities. But I do really like the Lance right now because you can stack him in the jungle. But that YSS pick, you cannot hide from 1 HP. You won't be hiding at all.
Yeah, that's the most broken thing about his ultimate is the global vision. Nothing else comes close.
Yeah, but they did rework him. I'm pretty sure. I haven't really been casting in a while. I'm sure you guys said this several times, but he has been reworked. He has some crazy mobility, but it seems that SNTD wants to go for a split play, maybe, because they do have a glue there. He's not really designed for team fights as much as the Katot, but maybe they have a plan that we don't know of.
So what the glue does is this, right? He's a disruptor. So in a team fight, yeah, his ultimate is very, very, very broken, right? The grab is one of the more broken skills in the game.
Oh yeah, he got reworked. I keep on forgetting about this.
So he's got that disruptability. So what his job is to do in a fight is just go and disrupt. But right now, this 1 HP, the 1 HP pick by Kubo, the Pharamus, this is a game changer of a pick. An absolute game changer. It's just one skill, one per skill from Pharamus. When glue hits that split, if you're anywhere close by, you can get one shot.
Yeah, I can also imagine that it's also really good against the Katot because if everyone somehow you guys get caught in, he can just ult and save everyone's life. So this is actually, I can also see that this is an extremely good pick.
Yeah, it's an absolutely an inspired pick. Absolutely inspired. So the bands coming out, right? Valentina, clever band from the side of 1 HP. They don't want to leave the Mountain Chakra, Tsunami, Slam, and Nether Realm available because they know Jinx is still one of the people who has to pick. Jinx is arguably, and I don't know, you guys at home can actually say whether Jinx is going to be in the top 3, maybe in top 1 MMs in our server. Jinx is super deadly. Everyone knows about Jinx and how you gotta shut Jinx down to actually have a hope and a prayer of dealing with Saint Dynasty. Colin, thank you for the compliment in the live chat.
Yeah, you should say, Wayland Gaming, because we are all goats, Like, come on, man, like, come on.
Crowned by heaven's mandate.
Oh,
Your
Zeshan
team's
ban. I
legacy
mean,
shall
no one
endure.
picked a mage on SNTD yet, and Zeshan also has a global ult of her own, with not only a speed boost for herself, but her whole team. So, that was an extremely well thought out ban. Just want to see what SNTD is going to do now, because they have banned Ruby. Ruby can just yoink you. It's over. If she just grabs you, it's done. Like, they have Kalia, and they have the YSS to deal in some crazy damage there.
What I think
Because,
they were going for here with that Ruby ban, again, a very, very clever ban from the side of Saints. They don't want to leave too many meta XP laners open, knowing that it's still RS Kun and, well, the player unnamed still left to pick. It's still the XP lane open. Kalia can be played in the XP lane, but highly unrecommended. Highly unrecommended.
Yeah. I mean, I know she has her healing, but they nerfed it to the ground. There is no healing for her anymore, right?
Yeah, the sustainability in lane, if you are laning, is not that great. But Kalia is still one of the top roamers in the game. Because we are existing in this
Your team is picking.
sustained mobility
meta.
Sustained mobility meta. So if you look at Kalia's skills, right, she's got both sustain and mobility to boot. This Akai pick, right? Is this going to be Akai roam? It is a very late flex pick. No. I don't think we really want to play it in the XP lane, though. Do you?
Yeah, maybe it's a bit weird. But maybe 1 HP will do something here. But I don't see how this is going to work. I think they just don't want the Gatot or Lance to come in. But maybe there are like better picks like the Phobius, Oh no, they banned Phobius out. I didn't even realize. Look at me, I'm looking dumb right now. But you see, there are like slightly better picks than the Kai in EXP.
Clever from Jinx, they're picking up that, I would agree with you. There are better picks than Akai in the XP lane. Maybe they're going to switch the Kalia to the XP lane, but we'll see. We will see. I'm loving this pick coming through from Jinx with the Sicilian, just to outrange the Pharamus in the early part of the game. If you can land a couple of those skills, maybe a Nether Realm, I'm saying Nether Realm, maybe a Sanguine Claws or 2 just to reposition the team, bait out that the Nether Realm. Bait it out, because I mean you really need to have some way to bait it out. The Lance, the Gatto, if he lands his Avatar of Guardian, and well, the range of skills from Sicilian can do that. The Death Sonatas that can come in from the Granger as well. But the final pick for 1 HP, Irithel. Irithel is currently, I would say, my favorite pick in the gold lane, though there are some arguments to be made for 1-1.
I like 1-1 just because she has some crazy mobility right now. Like, she has some good stacking damage. I also really like the Kimmy. I know some of you will argue with me, but Kimmy is super crazy, especially early to middle game. Even her late game is really strong. But
exactly. But anyway, we're into the game. This is it. It's 2-2 at this moment in time. We're heading into game point. It's going to be on match point, rather, not even game point. As we hand you over to our casters, they're going to take us through the blow-by-blow, the action. Who's coming out on top? Will it be Saint Dynasty? Will it be 1 HP? Who's going to the grand finals of the MSA?
Well, what a way to start the game. Thank you, Wayland and Mr. Getz, for that. Yeah, I think Shroom, is it going to be Shroomsy with me? I think probably, yeah.
Yo, my mic is fixed, so I'm ready to blow.
Whoa.
That I don't know.
Guys,
And you know what he's gonna do now? He's gonna blame his English airtime. That's what I said. I said it because of the English airtime.
Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, while we are in the pause screen, let's get this. This is gonna be the final match between Saint Dynasty and 1HP Yellow Skip in the upper bracket lower final. This is all, it all comes down to this one match. Ladies and gentlemen, in the chat and everywhere else, give me a 1 in the chat if you're voting for Saint Dynasty, and type 2 in the chat if you're going for Yellow Skip. Let's see what you guys think of this match. Personally, if I'm looking at the drafts here, it's hard to say, right? Because they have those two jungle metas. It's gonna be that Lancelot versus YSS that we've been seeing in these games so far. We know that Virus can take the win against the YSS when he's on the Lancelot, but if the roles are switched, this is gonna be a different game.
Definitely. And loving seeing Conqueror once again going for the full clear, but this time Robin and backing him up, zoning everyone out. So both the teams going for a reverse jungle clear, rotating. So this is going to be tough, but currently Mimic is struggling against this guy, going for the wave cut, but almost gets taken down, and that cannon minion is lost. That is lost. No! What a save from Mimic on this cannon.
Yeah, he's trying to get that last little bit of experience there. Nicely played coming in from Mimic. It's hard to keep track of this because there's a lot of action happening in the top here. You can see both roamers and the gold lanes battling it out. They want blood. Both of these teams, they want to be getting this early advantage. They know that that's important. We are going to see that little rotation coming in from Virus there, able to get first blood onto Mimic. He was playing quite aggressive, so he does, in fact, get punished for it.
Definitely. And I mean, with that guy being in, I don't think able to go for this lock. A lot danger for the side of the Dynasty, but they are able to stay stuff. And Virus escapes with any face that Richard can't. He will not stand the kind of big but can't choose the way to safety, but he will be caught out.
Okay, Shrooms, your mic has left the building again. Sorry to say. It is what it is. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, we're gonna see
the death sonata.
Now that is what you call a play coming in from Eisen there. Nice one to get the kill onto the Irithel. As we say a lot of the time, it is the Irithel favored matchup, right? The Irithel is going to be harassing the Granger, but if the Granger plays aggressive like that, is able to get those cool moves, should be able to he'll be able to win that somehow. Because you are going to see this Akai getting gone on here. By the way, I've just noticed that this Akai XP lane.
Yeah. That's what we were saying in the draft, bro. It was like, okay, who's going on the XP lane? Was it Clear? Was it Akai? Who's going to do a better job? I'm not so sure about Akai on the XP lane, but it looks like the side of Saints. I mean, not Saints, sorry, the side of 1 HP. They're opting against going for any early game contest. What do you think the reasoning is behind that, not wanting to contest for the turtle?
I think it's just the choice, right? You'd rather maximize your farm rather than extending for it. There's a lot of reasons that you don't contest the turtle. I think it's not. It's important to get the turtle, but it's not the end of the game if you don't get it. And you can even make a similar advantage to it. Maybe get, whether it be gank a gold lane and get the kill in the marksman and get some a stick of butter, as I like to call it, on the tower, or whether it be raid the jungle of the enemy opposing jungler and get that advantage from there. So we are going to see a bit of a fight coming down onto the top lane right here. We're going to see that Phantom Execution coming through. Bunny's going to take the flak of that. Eisen gets the kill. As Virus also comes down with the mountain jockey here, lands it onto 2. Gonna go in with the kill here. Pullback coming up from Kubo. Conqueror gets taken down.
What a pullback from the Pharaohs there by Kubo. That was just perfectly timed. I mean, Conqueror thought he was on his way out, and then just when it's like that line from which I forget what movie it is, Godfather, I think it's when I think I got out, they pull me back in. Or was that Carlito's Way, one of the mafia movies.
Yeah. As now we're gonna look at Bunny taking a little bit of flack here on that Granger. It's just Eisen. Let's take a quick look at his items in detail here. He's got the top of the net worth on the gold. He's got the Hunter Strike finished at 4 minutes with upgraded boots. He is slamming the advantage right now with a lot of stacks. So they need to be very careful of Eisen on this Granger. They have that favorable matchup, as I keep saying. So they definitely have the tools to deal with him. It's just all about execution here. He also doesn't have the flicker, right? So he's a target for the Tsunami Slam. AOG pops on from Robin off the mark.
That AOG is not the easiest skill to roll, but there's the engagement here from the YSS Virus. Taking a lot of damage though, manages to reposition with a heavy spin, dragging Mimic back somehow. Gets back into the mix there. There's the grab. Netherrealm comes through as well as Mimic sets up. But it was just Robin who was taken down. Though I would say health-wise, Saints do have a little bit of an advantage. Oh, the second skill comes out from the Lancelot. He's dashing around Conqueror, showing the what he does best, showing how well he can play with that Lancelot. But the turtle resets through all of this. So second turtle still up. Oh, but Lance, he goes in onto the YSS. Why is Virus turns around, right? He's going into the lane. Is this gonna be a mistake? Is he gonna pay for it? Tries to dash back. Shutdown kill goes. We have Conqueror. Double kill as he takes another under the turret, and that should be an uncontested turtle. Going the way of Save Dynasty.
Oh yeah, I don't know what Virus is doing there. He seemed a bit like out of position. He could have easily just kited back to the tower, but decided to go in and farm the minions, even if it costed his life, and that's exactly what happened. So I'm not wasn't so happy. Oh my god, in the top lane, you're gonna see the little bit of a gank here onto Aizen. This is the kill they need in order to advance themselves into the game here. Oh my god, Aizen doing a lot of damage with a heavy crossbow, is able to take him down as Robin just has to stand there and watch. Bunny also wants some more action, but it's a Getachi you're trying to kill here. As also, a nice little raid coming in from Conqueror here. Virus, he's not aware that the glue is in underneath the tower, underneath the bush there. Oh, but a nice little play coming in from Virus here. They might be able to take down Mimic. Here comes Kubo coming in, and then Kai manages to blow up the glue.
Oh, nice engage, nice counter engage, but so far Saints with a nice bit of map control. There's the engagement here, clear, sustaining through all of that. The Sicilian Jinx there, throwing out a couple of skills. But as I was saying, the map control is very firmly on the side of Saint Dynasty at this moment. That mid lane turret being taken down opened things up for jungle invades like we just got to see.
As we see the Mountain Shocker coming through in the mid lane as well. There's a little bit of a fight happening here. Akai gonna pop in with the heavy spin. Has the Purify though on the Sicilian. So not gonna be any threat from that pushback. As now it's gonna be Robin in the front line. Does not have the AOG, so needs to be a bit careful. Excuse me, I missed that kill in the top lane. Coming in from Conqueror onto the Irithel. That's a huge pickup.
Massive kill. Solo kill there as Conqueror will go for the lane cut as well. So that should achieve a little bit of extra map control for the side of his team. Goes back to that classic counter jungle style that you'd expect to from a Lance.
Now they're taking off all the turrets of the side, the front turrets of the side of let's skip here. Saint Dynasty, they're in the lead on this one. They are not gonna let them have any space to get through. We're also gonna see Ariscon on that Akai XP lane. He's gonna get dived. Does not have the he just has the heavy spin now. Off cooldown, might be able to get Aizen trapped under the tower, but the tower was going for Robin instead of the Akai. So that was a bit of a misplay from the tower. Excuse me, if that's what I can say right there. As Conqueror comes in with a phantom execution, does not get pulled by Kubo and gets the double kill.
Oh my days, what a play from Khan underneath the tier 2 turret. And these kills right now as the first Lord of the game is up. It's the 8.5-minute mark. Irithel did manage to secure a turret in the top lane, but I mean, Khan, he doesn't even need to be close for this. No retribution needed.
Yeah, if you're stomping like this, that's exactly what it is, right? As now they are looking at that 8-minute low. This is starting to look like a bit of a stomp. I said it's starting to. The goalie's not that big. I think they still have so many tools available in order to come back into this game. Like the heavy spin into the high ground plays are really deadly. They need to respect that on the side of Saint Dynasty, because if they get caught out in between walls, they have no escape other than their purifies and flicker. I don't know if you guys know, but you can use flicker while you're pinned against the wall with a heavy spin. It's a small timing. As we are going to see. Here it is, the Kai getting gone on here. Ariscon needs to back off just for now, saving the heavy spin for that fight. As the Lord is also charging down this mid tower, they should have enough damage to take it. AOG dropping onto the floor here, heavy spin, knocking him down with that tsunami slam. There's Call Me Robin gets taken down first. As now the Lord charges that in that tower, as well as the Netherrealm being committed. So Khan needs to be quite careful about how he approaches the fight into a big Netherrealm. But this Sicilian drops the sanguine claws onto two members, doing tons of damage. As now Ariscon is the next to fall. Saint Dynasty are playing this picture perfect right now. They're gonna get one kill. It's going to be a 4vs4 action on this tier 3 inhibitor. And now the base is wide open, but I don't think this is an ending angle because the conceal play has come out from the side of 1 HP. Lancelot falling down quite low. Gets the shutdown on the Kaleo. Grabs him up, tosses him over. That is the kill they need on the side of 1 HP to get themselves back in the game.
Yeah, I think Saints stuck around a little bit too long. Once you realized there was no ending angle, it was the time to get back out. It's not like you would have achieved any other tier 3 turrets in the mix with what they had available. I think that was the moment to exit, but with the first Lord of the game having secured a tier 3 turret overall, Saints would be very happy.
Now, looking at another fight coming in here from Mimic. Needs to be quite careful. AOG drops onto the floor there, but the Tsunami Slam is also being committed with the grab. Bunny is the first to get taken down. As we see the Revitalize coming in from Robin, holding that front line quite well with the heavy spin. But actually backing off the back line here. So 1 HP, they should be having a favorable fight on the other side, but they're not. It's just Mimic being a menace on the other side here. They're going to be able to get Mimic the kill onto that Irithel here. And on the other side, Akai also gets taken down. That's 3 members off the side of 1 HP. Off the mark, off the ball. The base is wide open. They're going to be able to get the mid lane turret into this middle here, and if they can, and this could be an ending angle, are these 2 people enough to get defend this? Maybe make it 3. I think it's a bit too difficult.
Yeah, it's going to be too difficult, especially considering Saints weren't a full 5 at that time. They're going for the more disciplined performance, shall I say. Get the lanes pushed, achieve the map control. It is 20 seconds to the next Lord of the game, so with that, you have the opportunity to get that ending angle that you were looking for all along.
As we're looking at a little bit of a camp coming in from the side of 1 HP, they need to be quite careful about how they approach this. There's the AOG, drops onto the floor there, only onto RS Kun, not the best target to start off with, so that's no AOG for the next fight.
That's a big team fight skill out of the equation. In terms of what they need to be setting up towards, as we see the rotations here by the side of Saints, they're just getting that frontline angle in position, shall we say, just that the wall of cover as Sicilian and Granger and Lance as well start off the second Lord of the game. Wave control, beautiful right now. Mimic in the front line leading the charge, shall we say, scouting out, providing some vision for the team. But as you can see, look at the discipline being shown by Saints right now, just to ensure that their waves sync up properly. So Seppy, if you were the side of 1 HP, what would be your strat at this moment in time?
It's all just about the Akai with the Tsunami Slam. That's the core of their team fight. If they can pull that off, then that means that they can successfully hold this defense. They also have Kubo here, able to do Nether Realm. But anyway, the fight's gonna begin. Hopefully they can do it here. It's gonna be the heavy spin start off with that Tsunami Slam. They're gonna be able to get Robin once again down first. But we've seen before again and again that they don't really need Robin as long as he gets his stuff off. But it was a beautiful Nether Realm coming through. They're gonna be able to take Virus down first. So there it is. Conqueror is the next to 4. That is gonna be a successful base defense. I think 2-for-1 trade.
Yeah. I don't see the way they can end this right now. With the 4v3 in this particular situation, with the Irithel still alive, and well, Irithel will definitely be coming online at this moment in time. Very, very successful base defense from the side of 1 HP. I mean, they've just got to stay safe for the most part. Use that heavy spin Tsunami Slam combination, like you said. But the target is a difficult one to get. It's really about picking off Jinx on that Sicilian, and the Purify spell choice that Jinx made was, I think, what set things up.
Yeah, I completely agree there. It's able to defend them from those because the team fights are happening so periodically, right? They're happening in these intervals, and so there's going to be a Purify up each time the team fight starts. Like even now, well, maybe not now, it's still off cooldown here, so if they wanted to, they could try and pick down Jinx first before the fight even started. But we're going to see the AOG coming down.
Yeah, just not on the mark. Gatsu has to dash back to a little bit of safety. But the waves being pressured in here as, say, Dynasty, they've got this full control over the mid and top lanes. But I think they will start to back off right now. Though it is just under a minute for the next Lord of the match.
Let's have a quick look at the items here. Both marksmen just finishing off their last item there. I'm going to see nobody's truly a full build. I think the closest ones are the Irithel, Sicilian, Lancelot, and Granger. But those heroes are definitely going to be your cause in the fight, right? They're the ones who's going to be pumping in that damage. So there's an advantage on that front when it comes to the items, just purely on the side of St. Dynasty, right? That's the idea here. They are still playing from behind. The goal lead still does matter here. As we're looking at, oh, Virus in a bit of danger. Needs to try and not get picked off here. It would be catastrophic if that happened. We're going to see Conqueror coming in with the punctures. AOG on the mark there, but the Netherrealm has been committed. A nice tsunami slam getting taken down. Robin is going to get taken down. Not Con, excuse me. As we now see, there it is. The detonators pummeling down onto Bunny here. Needs to be quite careful. That's going to be a 1-for-nothing trade, favoring the side of 1 HP. But can they get something done with this?
That's the question. The waves are so pressured in right now that if they even try to make a movement towards this Lord, they will be, it's the side of Saints will know that they're making that movement across. Though Con very cleverly is waiting. He knows that they don't want to start this Lord without the number advantage as we were watching Claire go in there. Oh, but the Sanguine Claws on point. The Death Sonatas raining in. Ranger with a mega kill. Eisen on point there as the second skill comes out from this Lancelot, but Danger picks up another. Oh my goodness, Lance is there. He's trying to focus onto Virus. Virus has the mobility to escape, however, but the play coming in from Mimic. It's just one. It's just Virus. Well, either yes, we do. Operamus with that low cooldown tries to defend. I don't think he's got the width of the angle to try to do this. He pops that Netherrealm is focused down. Base is open. St. Dynasty with the W moving through to the grand finals of the MSA Cup.
Victory!
Wow, what a match there. I mean, guys, if you're good enough at Lancelot, you can play the matchup into the YSS. They've proven it here. Wow, what a performance coming in from St. Dynasty. But man, 1 HP surprising us with such resistance from arguably the favorites. Well, not arguably, the favorites to win this tournament, St. Dynasty. But that was not close. That was not close at all. I mean, that was close. That was not close. Okay, I'm stumbling over my words here. I mean, that was really close. We saw that 1 HP have it in them to compete on the highest level of what SA can offer here. But yeah, St. Dynasty, they take this match 3-2 in this best of 5 finals match.
This was a nail biter. I mean, Seppy, this is 2 days in a row. Both finals, or actually no, the semi-finals and the finals, both of us taking us all the way to the 5th game. It's not very often we get to see it, and we've been blessed with it 2 games in a row. Absolute cracker. Well done to St. Dynasty. 1 HP fans, however, your team is still in the lower bracket finals. They will be up against Equinox, and if they win that lower bracket finals that will be taking place tomorrow, they will move into the grand finals, and we already know who's going to be there. St. Dynasty. It'll be a best of 7 Wednesday night, 7 p.m. Make sure you smash that like, share, and the subscribe button, notification bell as well, so you know when the teams are going to be in action. You'll know when the videos are going to be live right here on Waylanded Gaming.
This is an underdog story waiting to happen, right? On the side of Yalla Skip. They could easily, this could easily be a situation where they've learned so much from this best of 5 here that they can use that knowledge to go into the lower bracket, and then they could use that knowledge to beat Equinox and then come back and face the Titans once again. But, can't count Equinox out in this equation, man. Equinox as well are an extremely talented team. We're going to see them put up a hell of a fight in that lower bracket final.
Yeah. Equinox, we've seen what they can do. We spoke to the captains last night. They had some, I would say, semi-challenging words for who's coming up next. They are ready for them. They wish them that, I think, maybe a slightly sarcastic good luck. But who knows? Maybe Equinox's captain was really a nice guy and he really wants to wish people good luck. And if that was me, that would not be a very nice good luck. But as Lotus is laughing quietly in the background. So Lotus, what did you make of this particular game?
Well, to be honest, it was a lot like all the other matches. It was back and forth between the two teams. From beginning to end, the game could go either way. And I mean, the way Yalla Skip played was absolutely amazing. From the side of Saint Dynasty, I was just surprised of the amount of missed AOGs. I think they were mostly also used to bait out the Nether Realm, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, the Avatar of Guardians not the easiest skill in the world to land. I know it looks amazing when it does hit, but it is not the easiest of skills. Because of the timing, you kind of have to be in your head, like living in the Matrix almost. You're a couple of seconds in advance as to what's happening. It is a beautiful counter-initiating skill. So when the team fight starts, it's nice to go in. But to land it as an initiator, you're going to be unsuccessful more times, than not.
Also, just ladies and gentlemen, are we getting the winners
The
to
captains in.
come and get that interview? Yeah.
We normally do. So Angelic, if you could just find out for me, just tag the captains or Nigel in the group, and we will find out.
Away, they've been tagged. They should be on their way.
Right. So we should be getting to speak to, well, one of Seppy's very, very close friends.
I'd hope so. I mean, who wouldn't want to be friends with Khan after that match, man? I mean, he's not known for being. I mean, he's known for being the one of the best junglers in the server for nothing, right? So
yeah. Agreed.
But
Agreed.
man, Virus, dude. Virus has just blown me away with how he played as well. I mean, it's absolutely insane how well this guy plays the jungle. So it has to have big respect from him as well. As we can turn on cameras whenever you guys want. I forgot to mention that.
It's amazing to watch these two teams go head to head. 1HP, as we know, is part of the former Maverick squad. They have been on point and dominant for a very, very long time. The quality of the play is still showing through. So 1HP, as you said, bit of an underdog story in terms of Saints. I'm not saying like this is an underdog team, or by no stretch of the imagination is that true. But it's just that Saints is playing, or as we have seen them in the tournament so far, they've had this ultra aggressive style of play. They've been dominating teams. This, I think, is the first time they've been pushed to the limit.
Yeah, and I think so. I think I can agree with that quite a lot. I think that's definitely it's a good experience for them for sure. They needed something like that to get them prepared for the finals, because if they've just been winning really hard all the time and then they get to the finals, they go against a really good team and they've just been winning, they can get caught off guard really hard by that. They can just they're gonna be fooling around with the draft a little bit, and then they just get caught by surprise with some really big talent.
Yeah, exactly. But there have been, in the course of this tournament, there's been some teams that have been surprisingly amazing. And surprising just because we didn't know too much about them. For instance, Vikings. I know they've been knocked out of the tournament, but Vikings, they got that new name change, Vikings Gascom Esports. In the group stages, I mean, they actually won their group. I think wasn't the 1HP in their group as well?
I think they were. I'm not actually entirely sure. I wouldn't be able to tell you off the top of my head.
It was either them or Backstreet Boys, one of the two. Because I mean, obviously, that's Backstreet Boys is 1HP's BT. But like the Vikings was, I saw them for a couple of matches. I know you guys haven't seen them before. They're well known in the Madagascan scene. And then so, as they showed up here and the South African scene, their performances, their drafting especially, has been very, very, very much on point. It was one of the better drafts that we've seen come out in the MSA.
Yeah, but I need to highlight this. I need to Waylander, you missed it out. But Virus was playing some crazy fanny gameplay in that third game, man. It was the craziest stuff I've seen from any player in South Africa, man. Absolute talent coming out from him there. They did set up that fanny pick quite well, so it wasn't just given for free. But it was, man, I got a good amount of replays for that to show you guys.
Well, you know what we need to do, Seppy, right? We've got everybody on the actual, because this is the locked VC. We need to switch.
We need to switch. Oh, okay. Let's switch here. I'm on streamer mode, guys, so I should be able to show you this. Okay, cool. We can move there in a second. All right, we are immediately live, Mr. Kyle. I think we're doing cameras today, so I can do that for you guys. All right. Oh, there he is, the man. Oh, Kyle or Kubo. Sorry, I need to think of one name to call you here. Sorry. Man, am I feeling for you there? That was such a close best of 5 series, man. You were so damn close to taking that win into going into immediate to the grand finals. But I do have good news for you. It's not all over yet. You are still in the lower bracket, and you can climb your way back in. But how are you feeling after that?
Yeah, disappointed. I mean, starting off with a loss and then clawing it back. But yeah, I think we were defeated by a better team in the day. It was very close. It's also like horrible when you go through to a 5th game decider and then lose it like that. It's horrible, but it is what it is. I'm gonna come back stronger.
Okay.
Lessons to learn.
What I was saying in the stream earlier here is that it's actually not going to be too bad for you guys. I think you guys are going to be able to take the knowledge from this best of 5 you've taken and take that into the lower bracket. I think that's going to empower you quite a lot against Equinox. It's also an extremely good team, by the way. I really hope that loss empowered you guys and to move forward and do that villain arc that I hope you guys can pull off.
I hope so too. Yeah, we're going to review all our games and check the mistakes we made and improved. If we come into the next game, a lot stronger.
Yeah.
And give these guys a bit of a hiding.
I need to ask one question before everyone else comes at you there. Game 3, is it true that his account was being piloted?
No. It could have been by an alien because it was flipping insane. But like the man's fingers are, I think he needs a break after that.
Yeah,
that's great. Yeah, especially with the nerf on Fanny. Fanny's been nerfed kind of into the ground with that energy bar. To still do that, that's insane.
Yeah, no, fast fingers. But we got outplayed in so I think we picked Fanny first, 3rd game. Our first game, obviously the nerves as well coming into it. It's got the better of us, and then 2nd game we came back. Yeah, but I'm not feeling too bad. Obviously we've got another chance as well tomorrow, so a lot to learn and get some practice in.
I know I'm not like the most prime example of competitive edge here, but I do have some. So look, I've competed a decent enough in my time to tell you this. Okay, I'm somewhat qualified in order to tell you this, but use the energy wisely. Use your energy wisely. Don't burn yourselves out. Burnout is a real thing when it comes to like long games and best of 5s. Even when it comes to grand finals, Waylander, if you can confirm, it is a best of 7 as grand finals.
Best of 7. Yeah.
So if you guys do come back through on the lower brackets and you win that best of 5, make sure you guys take time to relax. The best of 7s can be grueling. They can be they can take it out of you. So make sure you guys have fun and not overwork yourselves. That's very important.
No, that's a good point you bring up there, Seppi. We'll have to probably talk to the organizers, speak to Bind Crusher and Co. Maybe get for the best of 7 a little break in between the games, because I mean, imagine playing 7 games and if it goes all the way to the 7th.
Yeah.
That's insane.
But I mean, look, the pros in NA do it, so I can't wait. I think they play the best of 5 and the best of 7 in the same day. I think sometimes. So you guys gotta be ready for that if it does need to happen like that. Right.
It's gonna be interesting. But I mean, even after 5 games now, it's a bit tiring. I don't even think I want to look at my iPad again.
You play an iPad? Oh, sorry.
iPad, yeah.
Oh
when you get
my god, this guy.
You can't see so well, so.
Lotus, Shroomzy, you got anything? Oh, sorry. Is that Con here? Oh, okay, we got Con in the mix so far. But before we ask Con any questions, Lotus Shroomzy, you got anything to ask Kubo over there? And come on, this is the time that you should have taken to think of a question to ask Kuba. So don't come at me and blame me. Oh, you're putting me on the spot, Rico. You need to be thinking about this already.
Why are you putting me on the spot? Nah, bro. I mean, you said it all. There's not a lot of other questions to ask. I mean, the only thing I can think of is to ask Kuba is there a specific strategy you guys are going to implement? Don't give away the secrets, but do you have a strategy in mind to go against the revenge story against Saint Dynasty, or are you guys still going to wing it?
So we had a game plan in mind today, and yeah, didn't work in our favor. So yeah, we'll switch it up definitely if we do verse them again. I hope we do. I think it'll be nice to have a rematch in a best of 7. But yeah, things will be done slightly differently. We have also, I mean, our tactics today were also a bit different, I think, from the previous games. So yeah, we're going to try to switch it up, but bring the element of surprise.
Well, the first obstacle in your path to going against a dynasty again will be Equinox.
Yeah.
Equinox has been doing extremely amazing. So is there any words that you would actually like to say to them before this next match?
I'm not going to be cheeky like I was against Vikings, and I'll be respectful and say good luck. But yeah, I've also been watching them, all their games, and yeah, they came back from, I think it was 2-1 last night to beat Madagascar 3-2. So yeah, we're up against a good team. In fact, we're looking forward to versing them, though. We have played them before as well, and we played quite well against them. I think we do quite well against their playstyle. So I think it'll be quite an interesting match.
All right, well, thank you, Kubo. As we now will direct our attention to Mr. Khan himself, the Conqueror, who's the jungler that we saw play so valiantly in this last best of 5 series here. Mr. Khan, how are you feeling after that grueling best of 5? I know it was not easy.
Hello, thank you for having me. I'm feeling good. 1 HP surprised us today. Yeah, it was 5 matches, well played. For both sides, but yeah, feeling good that we won in the end. But yeah,
yeah, the winning feeling is always a good one to have. The performance from your team, especially in the last game, I got to see that was some excellent stuff. You could see you had a game plan, executed it quite nicely. With the Mimic in the front line with the glue, your play on the Lancelot was ultra impressive. I mean, the number of turret dive, fast finger moves in and out there was something else. That was like a highlight reel all on its own, the entire gameplay.
thank you. Yeah, no, thank you. I tried. I think I could have done some things better though.
Yeah, I mean, you guys, I'm just gonna be blunt here. I'm not flaming at all here. You guys got kind of cooked game 3, bro.
Kind of. No, we got absolutely cooked, bro.
like damn. That was the highlight for the best of 5. Was that game 3 going to Yalla skip there in my personal one.
Yeah. I respect to the Fanny virus. He cooked on that.
Yeah. Okay, just while we got Kubo in the voice chat here as well. Wait, no, I mean that's not what I was meant to say. But what my question is going forward here, you guys are going to the grand finals. It's gonna be your enemies here going to the lower bracket. They are going to be facing against Equinox. What is your expectation of that outcome coming tomorrow?
I think HP's gonna take it, but Equinox is also a surprising bunch.
Yeah.
So they might just pull something out tomorrow, you know. So I think it's gonna be an exciting matchup between both of them.
All right. Well, my fellow interviewees.
Interviewers.
Oh right, interviewers. And then these are the interviewees. Okay, yeah, sorry.
Yes.
We are the Urs and they're the E's.
Yeah.
But my question is, Con, this is to you personally as a player. So we saw a very interesting take thus far regarding the meta jungle duo, the YSS versus the Lance. So statistically, seeing the YSS should do better against the Lance, but 2 games we saw the contention going, the Lance won the matchup. So in your opinion, Do you think the Lance beats the YSS, or was it just a play style that made a major impact?
For me, I do believe like the YSS, when it comes down to it, if you're playing properly, the YSS will win out. Like, I guess 7 times out of 10, the YSS is the better pick. The only thing is that if you're early game, because you know he is a marksman, so if you get cooked in the early, then and Lance has the lead, like you're not gonna have a fun time. But between both, YSS is better. You're probably wondering I'm saying that, but then I didn't first pick YSS for the last game. That's just because it was.
Let me answer that for you. Let me answer that. It's not like that because you know that virus on Lance is just too scary, man. Like that's what it is.
Like it's what we didn't wanna give the Lance 2 virus. We at least I said it probably would be weaker on, for example, the YSS.
Yeah.
And I can still play the Lance into the YSS, and we can just go for a trade there. So yeah.
That's what I saw, right? That's what I saw when you guys were drafting that. I think I can agree with you that Virus's YSS is slightly weaker than his Lance, and I think in this very specific circumstance of 1 HP versus Saints, that's what needs to happen.
Yeah, you don't play the. There's times when you draft based on who you're up against. It's definitely a factor that you must weigh in. So the pick that you have was obviously a preventative pick, as you said. You can prevent your enemy from doing certain things if you take away certain tools from their hands. So that, because like when we saw the Lance first pick, I was like, interesting. Lance first pick, not too sure. And then, as you're explaining the reasoning behind it, you can see it was solid. You just wanted to remove it from the equation and then affect what, as you can see, Kubo smiling there, because he knows that what you're saying is true.
was kind of waiting for the Fanny again, actually.
They wanted that Lance.
Yeah.
But it was a well-played game from both teams. It's not often we get games that go all the way to the full 5 matches, right? Usually it's just one team stomps the other team, and then it's you just move on, and it's done really quickly. These last few games has gotten to show the levels of improvement from all the squads in the server. As the seasons go by, we're just watching more and more plays. I don't know if you guys, obviously you weren't watching the live chat and stream.
I don't know, some of my team members like put on the live stream in the background, and I tell them why. Did you get to distract yourself while you're watching the live stream, bro?
It's like a 1.5 word delay or so on the stream, right? But it's just more for the comments. If you guys ever go back and see the comments in the live chat from people not from our region, like people tuning in from Indonesia, Malaysia. Like I was looking at the statistics and some of the comments. These guys are like they're looking at you playing, and they're getting impressed. They're like, oh, we didn't know Africa was like this, because it says South Africa in the title, and they're quite shocked that there's players of this level in South Africa. And so you guys are doing an excellent job, and I must say, keep it up.
Also, I must add, I think I said it to you guys the other day in private, but your production is brilliant. I think that's also attracting a lot of viewers. The way you guys have done everything. So
thanks, Kubo. Thank you, Kubo. I appreciate it. I'm gonna take the credit for that one as well.
Well, having people like Seppy, I always say, right? Seppy's the best caster in the server. We've got Shroomzy, Lotus, Scarpskenkel as well, also involved in the production. We've added Junior into the mix as well, and then obviously our entire background staff. Our Gets and I would deal with the PUBG scene, and all our admin. I mean, like, there's a lot of you, right? I'm sorry I don't mention everybody's name, but it's the collective effort that allows us to step into the limelight. And obviously, we want to take this further. We want to see the pro scene here in South Africa. We want to see you guys play in the M series. We want to see you kick Kyrie's butt. Maybe can't.
But yeah, I don't mean that. Everyone at the Waylander team has been amazing. They've taught me that I cannot do everything by myself, as much as I like to. It's very difficult to do everything by yourself in the grand scheme of things. But yeah, to everyone that was trash talking my production, I'm trying my best, okay? Sometimes I click the wrong button, sometimes I accidentally put the wrong screen on, okay? I'm sorry. Stop bullying me. Thank you.
Practice makes perfect.
Yeah.
So, on this note, well played to both of you, Kubo, Conqueror. Belcon, we will see you in the grand finals. Kubo, tomorrow, Monday, up against Equinox. We'll be looking forward to that matchup. All the best for the evening. Any final words from either you or Con before we close off tonight's stream?
Good luck. Good luck to 1HP and Equinox. Hope you guys give a great fight, and we are looking forward to versing whoever makes it out there. And yeah.
Yeah, same to you guys. More play tonight. You guys are a better team, like I said earlier. Congrats, and hopefully we'll see you guys in the final.
Thank you. We'll be waiting.
And to all you viewers at home, it was a pleasure as always having you here. We had the three main members, Seppy, Shroomzy, Lotus. They held down the fort. They with Ina as well, refereeing the games. They held down the fort for tonight, doing an excellent job. Do you guys know, right? You hit over 100 viewers on live stream.
Yeah, that's crazy.
What? Yeah. So, very well done to you guys tonight. Did an excellent job. And for everybody in here in the future, right? What's coming up for Mobile Legends? We will have the lower bracket finals taking place tomorrow, as we said already. Equinox up against 1HP. The grand final, the best of 7, will be St. Dynasty up against the winners from Monday night's matchup. And then we'll be heading into the weekend. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday will be the playoffs for Conquerors of Dawn. So right now we have 10 teams in the mix. It'll be the top 4 teams from MSA, which right now stands as St. Dynasty, 1HP, Equinox, and Madagascar. The top 4 finishers gain automatic entrance into Conquerors of Dawn, as well as the top 6 teams from Nigeria. And then we'll be having a playoff series that will be running from Friday, Saturday, Sunday this week, as we will see the final 6 teams joining in a 16-man tournament. There will be a 10,000 Rand prize pool. There'll be a cash prize pool. It'll be, I'll just announce, you'll see a video shortly about how much the winners, first place, second place, third place will get. So I hope you're looking forward to that. That will be taking place in just a couple of weeks. So I'm sorry guys, you're gonna have a few moments to breathe, and then it's another tournament coming through.
That's prelims.
That's the prelims. Yeah. And as well as, I don't know if you've registered for Con, I don't think you can register. Your team is hosting a tournament along with Alchemy X Origins. Are you guys allowed to register?
Yeah, Jazz mentioned it to us.
Yeah. So I don't know if you guys are allowed to register, but that has, for those of you, that one's open for registration. Conquerors of Dawn is an invitational only, so we're only looking at the top teams between South Africa and Nigeria. It's a bit of an international event. Invited teams, right? When it comes to Origins, there's application forms that will be out, and we'll have that up and ready for everybody. We'll see how many people register and who's taking part in that, but that will have a 10,000 diamond prize pool. So, Mobile Legends, South Africa, we're heading in the right direction, slowly but surely.
But yeah, anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you again to Kubo and Con for coming through and giving us that amazing performance. Shroomzy, thank you. Please sort out your mic, thank you. And then Lotus as well, as per usual, thank you for always being there and helping us out. And to Gets for showing up at the last second. And finally, Waylander for hosting this entire shebang. One more thing from me before we head this off. Toyota, please unban me. Thank you.
Did he ban you?
Yeah, I said I might have swore many times, but yeah, thank you.
Keep him bad. Keep him bad.
All right.
But
thank you everybody for watching.
That'll finish it off. Thank you to everyone. We'll see you tomorrow for the lower bracket finals. So stay tuned and good night. And like, share, and subscribe. I don't say that ever. That's always Scarpy saying that. Yeah.
So cheers.
Feels like a want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution.